Hey everybody, welcome to Brave Yet Stupid, a role-playing game podcast. I'm your game master and host, James. Today we're continuing our play of Aberrant, a superhero RPG from 1998. Let's meet our players, Evan.
Odd man out.
Austin.
Boom.
Ty.
Dino guy.
Joe.
Did somebody call the doctor?
If you have any comments or questions during our show, feel free to type them in the chat. I'll read them live on the air. If they're constructive anyway. Or maybe if they're a little destructive. I don't know. Some player hate can be good, I guess, sometimes, I guess.
Better not be any Pepes.
There's always Pepe.
Pepe
All right. So, for those of you that are just catching up with the show and just watching the show for the first time, we've got a couple of things you should know before watching the show, so you're not lost when we're talking and flinging around words about what's happened before. So we're going to talk about things you should know, then we're going to meet our heroes, our player characters, and then there's going to be a recap, and then we're going to start the game. So first thing you should know is a couple of terms. Nova is another word for a person with superpowers. Team Tomorrow is the league of benevolent superheroes who are attempting to save the world from the forces of evil. All of our players are currently in Team Tomorrow. Oracle is our team's arch nemesis. She's a superpowered hacker who can plant hypnotic suggestions in people's minds through images and videos on the internet. Her mysterious group of terrorists, known as the Terrigen, are attempting to bring down Project Utopia, the organization which employs benevolent superheroes to make the world a better place, aka the people that employ our superheroes in Team Tomorrow. Her methods of doing so is to kill off the members of the Triton Foundation, which is the financial backer of Project Utopia. So by getting rid of the Triton Foundation, she hopes to get rid of the money stream that lets Project Utopia operate, so they'll go out of business, thus making our superheroes impossible to operate. Slipstream is a Nova who is known to be sympathetic to Oracle's aims and is likely one of her agents. His powers include the ability to lower his density to the point where he can walk through walls while being able to selectively keep parts of his body so dense he can fight in physical combat. It's a very dangerous Nova. Last week we encountered Duke Core Baron, a superpowered wrestler in the Extreme Warfare Federation, which is the Nova Wrestling League. He's rumored to be allied with the bad guys Oracle and Slipstream. His powers include the ability to emit powerful bolts of quantum energy, as well as super strength and super stamina. Also, we briefly met Henry Mercer, the head of the Triton Foundation and the biggest target for Oracle and her terrorists. He's the great-grandson of the founder of Project Utopia, and he is priority number one to protect and for our heroes. Also, we met a minor character who will be featured in this episode heavily. His name's Ghostlight. He's a local Detroit superhero and an ally to our players. His powers are currently unknown, but the players know he operates a little outside the rules of Project Utopia and prefers to go his own way. He's more of a vigilante than a superhero. Okay, now that we've got some terms out of the way, let's meet our actual heroes. First, let's meet Evan's character, Morrow. Morrow has the ability to manipulate people's actions with his voice, as well as construct grand illusions to fool his enemies.
Do you know what's real?
Austin's character, Lloyd, is a former boxer turned superhero who packs a serious punch. Ty's character, Alan, is a paleontologist who, after a tragic accident at a dig site, gained the powers to move Earth with his very mind.
I fucking rock.
He's also assisted by the pet dog, Larcy, who doesn't do much but is an adorable Dachshund.
I need to get a puppet.
Joe's character, Gregory, is a medical doctor who can heal people with quantum energy, as well as absorb damage from his foes and turn it into super strength.
Did somebody call the doctor?
So those are our heroes.
Dr. Gregory.
Now let's catch you up for what's happened the last two episodes in case you missed them. The team infiltrated the Nova Wrestling League, the Extreme Warfare Federation. There they spied on heavyweight champion Duke Core Baron, who is rumored to have ties to a Nova named Slipstream, who is an associate of our team's arch nemesis, Oracle. Got all that? The team followed Core to the Nova-only Faustus Club, where Evan's character, Morrow, successfully convinced Core he wants to become a double agent for the terrorist group, the Terrigen. Core convinced Morrow and Slipstream, and even gave Morrow a way to contact Oracle directly via a special cell phone number. Wow, why did I write so many tongue twisters in this? All right.
I don't know. Why did you?
Meanwhile, the rest of the team managed to get on Core's bad side when Ty's character, Alan, was caught attempting to record conversations in the club. After being caught, Core challenged Alan and Austin's character, Lloyd, to a cage match. However, in the cage match, it became clear very early on Core was attempting to kill both Alan and Lloyd. Joe's character, Gregory, bravely ran into the ring and healed Alan, who was near death, and Alan and Lloyd managed to subdue Core with Gregory's support. After defeat, Core revealed he was only serving as a distraction to give Oracle and Slipstream the chance to kill the last remaining members of the Triton Foundation. The team raced to save Henry Mercer, the closest member of the Triton Foundation that was under threat. After rushing to Mercer's aid, they quickly discovered Oracle herself was using every nearby cell phone to mind control the cell phone's owner into killing Mercer. The team nearly died when Oracle sent a news helicopter crashing into the back of the Whitney building, but her actions were foiled by a massive earthen shield made by Alan. This team proceeded to escort Mercer out of the city via the sewer system, where they ran into fellow local superhero Ghostlight, who offered to assist them. With Ghostlight's help, the team narrowly ushered Mercer to safety before a mob of angry Detroiters, mind-controlled by Oracle, could be set loose on him. So that's what happened last time. Good job, everybody. You foiled Oracle's plan, and now she has to rethink everything. So what happens from here on out? This episode is largely going to be player-driven, and it's going to be event-driven, so it's going to be a little more open-ended than our story-based episodes up to this point. Any questions about any of that?
Only thing I have to say is I was not knocked down in the fight. It was Lloyd that was.
Oh, whoops, I messed that up. Lloyd was knocked down.
It's okay. I did most of the work in that fight anyways.
I watched.
Helped.
I want my shot at Core for the title, damn it!
Would you like to fight against me?
Cool it over there, Boiling Point.
You
Think
can
about
be sit behind me because I saved your ass.
You and I should be a tag team.
I don't do tag teams, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, Hammers. We know who you are, and we're glad you can catch the episode live, too. All right, is there anything you guys want to do before events happen?
Yeah,
Like-
there's two things
Yeah.
for me.
Sure.
One, Mercer's getting the literal shirt off my back because I have autographs on it.
Okay, you mean Marissa?
Yeah.
Marissa.
All right, the
Did I-
team
did I
handler,
say that? You
Marissa,
said
is a
Mercer.
very big Nova
Oh.
fan.
Yeah.
So she takes this shirt and she squeezes as she grabs it. She's like, "Yay! I got a signature of the Big Three. This is the best day ever."
I do the same with the jacket that I got that I helped save Mercer with from the crashing helicopter and used in the fight against Core.
She's like, "We should put this in the Detroit Museum of Hero
should.
Items." She puts it in a display case on the first floor, and it's like this was the jacket worn by Mercer when he was bravely rescued by Team Tomorrow Detroit.
My jacket.
Yeah, your jacket.
Yeah,
Sorry.
worn by Alan Sattler.
Worn by Alan Sattler, a.k.a. Nova name not included.
Hell Creek.
Hell Creek?
Yes. It's a formation in Montana for digging up fossils.
Oh, okay. That's your Nova name?
Yeah.
All right.
And I don't know. Go ahead.
Oh, no. You finished.
I was going to say, the only other thing is, I don't know if it's included within the week or just a given. I need to get a new phone because I absolutely destroyed mine.
And you guys are supplied with new phones.
Cool, because they said I want to do that now.
I still have
Oh,
my
uh,
pager. It's just part of your budget. It's like
Yeah.
in there. You
Recover
know, it's
the
like,
SIM card
whoa.
from your broken one. So
No.
you get all your kids' photos
Nope.
back.
I want Wensler to put a tracker on it.
So
Not a bug.
Wensler is the team's tech guy, and you want to put a tracker on your phone
Yeah.
so he knows where you are.
Yes.
Okay,
Just so he's able to monitor if something happens.
he will do that.
I had just decided that basically during this time period between just doing some more researching about my powers or see other ways, basically now the fact I have quantum leech.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have a new power that
Yup.
manifested.
Yep. And then basically I'm gonna see Wesner to see if he made any breakthroughs with that bullet.
Yeah, I forgot about that. He probably did. Yeah, he disturbingly tells you the model number of the bullet has 6 zeros and it has 6 digits, and this is 1014. He says if they were just testing, that's a hell of a lot of tests. This thing must be in full production.
Let's just keep that between us for right now.
Wanser says, how deep are you guys digging into what we're doing here? I'm starting to get a little concerned. Not for us, but maybe we should start talking about this stuff outside of the workplace.
I actually kind of agree with him on that.
I have a meetings place. Meet us at this Coney Island.
Jeff's Coney?
Yeah.
Fastest Coney's in Detroit.
Yeah, he knows. He's got taste.
They're not the best, but damn, they're fast.
Yeah, because my reaction is I would like to do this more private and not in the facility, because you know that basically there's always going to be a camera or recording going on.
Yeah, he agrees. He's actually started to be... You notice that he's starting to be more paranoid about the organization you guys work for. And he mentioned something that I think slipped through the last episode, like nobody really paid attention to it. He goes, did you notice that everyone else doesn't seem to remember that we acquired this stuff?
Yeah, but I just stopped talking about it because I didn't want to get my mind wiped as well.
He goes, yeah, something's going on, and I don't like it.
I asked him basically, is there
What do you mean? What's
code
going on?
names that we can basically use to communicate, so that way we're on the right track and not ever get mixed up in case we get, like, something happens between us that we know that either somebody's been pretty much mind wiped, like communication system.
He goes, I can set up a one-time pad on your phone and on ours so that we can only communicate and nobody else can comprehend it.
Okay. And then also...
At least no one else without mega intelligence, he said. He corrects himself.
And then my only thought would be, what on his personal schedule, because eventually they will monitor personal routines. What is something that basically goes unnoticed for his routine that basically...
He goes, I don't really stick to any routine here, so if I started acting regimented, they would be suspicious of me.
Okay.
I kind of go when I want. I'm kind of the local genius. Nobody really gives a crap what I do as long as I get done in time.
Okay.
It's a pretty cushy job.
And is there preferable days or times you would like to have meetings to talk about?
How about every Thursday at Jeff's?
Okay.
11 o'clock.
Sounds good.
It's pretty dead about then.
All right.
There's usually not a Wings game or a Pistons game or anything like that, and it's off season, so.
Yeah, then we'll meet you then.
But how has the research come along with you replicating it for our own use?
He goes, whatever made this thing is a Nova.
We have 3 left.
I can tell you that it requires a degree of precision that it goes above and beyond most machines. It can be manufactured, but the manufactured ones might not be as effective as the ones you gave me.
But in mass quantities, we'll get the job done regardless.
That's the idea, it looks like.
Is there any way you can kind of track, like, previous materials that's in this bullet that maybe
can we trace
trace back to where this mass production?
Well, I can tell you who made it. Sure, defense contractors made it. It's written all over the bullet.
Saying that it came from a Nova with that amount of precision, though, makes me worry about, because mass producing it wouldn't be the same. Is it a synthetic or an organic material?
No, the thing is, that basically tells me...
It's a polyceramic U-fiber bullet, he tells you. That's the really disturbing thing. Doesn't show up on X-ray either.
I have a feeling it's going to be between one of our two backers. We have three. Basically, you have the Mercer, and then basically the two others. And we heard about the one that was basically already protected, but was pretty much under the radar.
Yeah, the Olga Kalitskaya
Yes, that's
is.
what I'm talking about.
She's defended by DeVry's mercenaries,
So how's Montgomery?
and the other guy Montgomery is he's been secluded by MI6, which is the British intelligence organization.
I'm gonna say the other one is probably the fishy one.
Mercer is in Addis Ababa, like in the protection of Team Tomorrow.
Yep.
So you're relatively certain that he's clean because they would notice something.
He also seems far too stupid to be involved in any of this.
Yeah, he's a bright-eyed dreamer from what
Unless
you
it's
can tell.
literally one of the Novas in Team Tomorrow doing that.
There's gonna be
Project
somebody
Utopia.
out of this group that's not with.
No,
some of
just
us around
within
us.
the Project Utopia.
Something tells me someone
Maybe.
isn't making.
Wensler says before we start throwing accusations about whether there's an inside dealer, maybe we should consider where we are before we open our mouths.
Yeah, well, I assumed you already debugged the entire office in here.
It was, yeah, but you'll never be sure. I mean, people can see through walls now.
Fair point.
And you can never get past the old trick-or-treating.
So what we'll do is we'll meet you there Thursday at 4.
Every Thursday.
Yep.
At
If you-
11.
And we have to be there, or we have to call Jeff and tell us whether we're going to be there. If
Okay.
any one of us is missing, it should be immediately taken as something went wrong.
Absolutely.
But like, call first to make sure everything's fine.
He
Can we
goes,
put-
I will never, ever send a proxy instead. As I make myself clear. If anyone claims to speak on my behalf,
Shoot them.
or be, don't shoot them, but they're not with me. I don't have any friends, he tells you.
Gee, I wonder why.
What do you mean you don't have any friends?
He goes, well, I guess I could make new friends, but I've always been a closet nerd. I'm definitely terrified of people. I have extreme agoraphobia.
I just take a step forward and hug him.
No,
Don't touch me, please.
Oh, it's too late.
Stop.
As a doctor, you're making it worse for him.
Pinch.
Understood, but one last request would be, can we make sure that we have like trackers for each of us just in case?
Already did
So
it.
we like basically all of the party members.
Yeah, I'll put it on my own private server, so it's encrypted, so nobody will be able to track us tracking, unless they're as smart as I am.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, that actually brings one thing to mind.
Speaking of which, have any of you guys revealed that Oracle's been talking to you? I think you did. You told the boss that you had a phone number for her.
Yeah, I did.
I have not, since I'm the only one other than him who's talked to him.
Wensler says that he can't track her reliably. He's never seen anything like it. She must be smarter than he is.
I've seen her once, and that didn't end well.
He goes, have you? According to what your report said, official report, she didn't detect as a Nova through Node when you ran into her.
No, the only time I ran into her was at the bank job.
He goes, we haven't seen her Nova form yet, which means she might have even more powers we're unaware of. That's the really disturbing thing. She might be doing this hypnotic suggestion stuff without using Nova powers.
But I totally haven't revealed any of like my.
No, you haven't revealed any personal communications you've had with her.
But no, that kind of led into my next question. With the city on lockdown after all that happened, was there any news on Core?
No. It's like he just disappeared.
Oh, if we're lucky.
Probably Slipstream was with him and basically got him out there.
Slipstream went out of the country.
Or if we're lucky, he
Yeah,
just
he is out of
buried
the country,
himself
that's right.
and decided to just decay in his own self-pitying, loathing, depression.
You're
The
aiming
last
too high.
message you got from Moira told Core to go silent and don't talk to anyone.
Hmm.
And Slipstream announced he's coming back to the States. For what, you don't know.
All right then.
Well, I'm
Before I go and do my.
gonna leave and attend to some personal business. See ya.
before I go and do those similar things, I asked Wensler if he could, just in spare time, attempt to make some more of the U-fiber bullets in 5.56 so we have a little bit more of a heavier caliber to take with us.
I need raw material to make them, and this material is uncharted.
Oh. Oh well then. Then I go to my bunk and proceed to mentally...
Because I actually know a material scientist that coincidentally happens to be a Nova. Maybe I could ask him about it.
Oh. Would you like a courier?
No, I can take care of it myself.
Alright. Because I have this adorable little Dachshund that I'm sure I could train to go.
Yeah, he's in Boston.
Yeah, I don't think his legs would carry him that far.
Yeah, that would be a problem. Wensler's not a person of dry... He's a dry wit.
Dry
All right.
humor.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
But then after that conversation, I go to my room and mentally and emotionally break down, curl up in a corner and cry and go over the thoughts of, dear God, I've just been watching people die the past several days and just nearly died. Not once, not twice, but 3 times within the span of 2 hours.
PTSD.
And I'm
burn
just-
a point of willpower from you.
I'm just...
Or you know what? You restore a point of willpower because you're taking time to recover and to process everything. So if you spend a point, just bring it back. But yeah, you're pretty shaken from everything that's happened.
And I'm gonna do the exact opposite.
Okay?
I'm gonna suck it up after everything that's happened.
Funny you should say that because you get a call on your phone at 2 o'clock and it's from your son's school.
Oh, that's what I forgot.
Hello?
What's your last name? I forgot.
Merton.
Mr. Merton, we need to talk. Could you come down to the school immediately, please? It's about your son.
Good or bad?
It's best if we talk in person.
Alright. I'm gonna put on some general training jogging gear, sweats, hoodie, put some earbuds in, dorm down to 3. Try and blend in a little bit as I'm going through the day.
Okay?
Sorry. Real fast. I make sure that the tracking device that I have is separate from my phone, just its own personal device.
Right. Moira hasn't called you since everything went south.
Right. I'm not necessarily waiting for a call, but if one does come by, I don't want it linked to anything like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is the school close enough that I can just jog there, or is it close or far enough that I?
You can take an Uber and get there.
All right, I'll just do that.
All right. The one of the teachers is actually waiting outside the door and sends you through security and brings you into the principal's office, and they have your son sitting outside and they ask to talk to you directly. Mr. Merton, there's been an incident involving your child. There's been a bullying problem in our school with the members of the local 99s gang, and they attempted to recruit your son, as they have been trying to do to many young men inside of our school, and he altercated them in a fist fight, nearly knocked one of them unconscious. We assume this is part of your training for him from your past as a boxer.
My kid is only 4.
Only 4?
Yeah.
This still happened. No, he's only 4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, I know I said that to you.
Okay. I didn't know he was 4. Let's say it's your nephew then.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a little better.
All right. You were the only adult we could call. He wouldn't talk to his parents.
Would you like to tell me the events?
We'd like you to talk to him personally because one of these days, yeah, somebody said strong 4-year-old. I was in the impression he was a teenager. I apologize.
I had him at 21 and I'm only 26.
Okay.
And let me tell you,
Your nephew, we'd like
temper
you to talk
tantrums.
to him because as noble as what he did and as right as what he did might have been ideally in the world of superheroes, He's just a normal human, and someone's going to pull a knife or a gun on him, and he's going to die. We hope you'll understand the gravity of this situation. There's only so much we can do about gangs inside the schools. We're trying our best. We have metal detectors, we have security officers, but we're worried for his safety, especially now. We actually think that it might be a good idea for him to stay with you for a while, just to keep him safe from possible reprisals. He's suspended for 2 days.
Answer a question for me then. What are these individuals getting into him about?
He won't join the gang.
What is the gang about?
The 99s are a drug gang. They're also community activists, or they claim to be.
Could you elaborate on that?
We don't know much about them. We know they have some type of charismatic leader that a lot of he looks left and looks right, more urban areas of the city are, like, he's talking like ghettos.
Man, what you calling urban?
They look up to him as some type of countercultural revolutionary.
Oh, great. So
it's a serious problem.
So you're telling me that we have some little hipster demagogue running a gang here?
That's basically the idea. In fact, they get their name the 99s because they claim the only one better than them is Mr. 100, which is what the guy calls himself.
So does he like send all of his manifestos via typewriter?
They have a website. It's the modern age. It's pretty crazy.
What are you doing there? Get out of here.
Sorry.
Family business.
My apologies.
Anyway, we'd like you to take care of him to make sure there's no reprisals until this situation dies down. That's the reason we called you. He wouldn't talk to his parents. I know you're on good relationships with your brother, it seems like. We could call him and explain the situation to him. I'm sure they'd understand.
Don't worry about it.
And the principal, as the other teachers leave, he walks up to you and goes, I think it's really good that you taught your nephew how to defend himself. But the world we live in is unfortunately not a world where the good guys always win. He looks up to you, you know. The principal grabs you on the shoulder and says, take care of him, all right? He's a good student.
I shake his hand. And I actually thank him. Because even though I'm technically a superhero, I'm still an average citizen, so.
Yeah, he admires that about you.
I guess I go walk
He goes,
up
if you ever want to give a speech about why kids should stay on the straight and narrow, just give me a call. I'm sure the other students would look up to you.
Thanks. Oh,
Thank you.
I guess I'll go out into the hall and go and grab him.
His name is Joseph, but he goes by Joey. And he looks up to you and he says, hey, Uncle Lloyd. And you notice his knuckles are bleeding.
I pull a bit of the tape that I keep in the front pocket and I wrap his knuckles with it.
He goes, I kind of did something stupid.
I could tell you stories as stupid when I was your age. You hungry? Come on.
All right, you take him out to lunch, and he tells you the whole story.
No, I go and take him out to, there's a ramen shop down in downtown Detroit. I take him there.
You take him to Urban Ramen?
Yep.
That's his favorite spot. He's ecstatic.
I guess you could say it was a very brisk walk.
He goes, I feel weird. I did the right thing, but I did something really stupid. The principal pretty much laid it out to me.
I heard. You know, I'd be telling you the same thing if I were him.
He goes, I know. I just want to be big and strong like you. You know I want to be a cop, like my dad is. These thugs ruin everything. They were talking shit about everybody, and I just couldn't take it anymore. They think they run the place.
I know. I'm going to tell you a few things. First and foremost, there's going to be people like that everywhere. They're going to pick and get under your skin.
As I know.
Just
It's like Dad says, never get in a fight with those kids from Grosse Pointe that'll just sue us into oblivion. I get it.
those kids are too rich for my taste.
Yeah.
Their daddies hold their hands for everything. Jaws are too soft to take a punch.
Dad was kind of ticked that you taught me how to fight. He didn't know that.
This is the reason I taught you how to fight. It's also the one reason why I'm going to say this too. Your dad is a much better and nicer guy than I.
He goes, I don't know about that, but I think you guys are both great.
Thanks.
So,
I'm not telling you to feel bad for what you did. I would have done the exact same thing in your position. At your age, I would have done the exact same thing too. But now with things like this, and I crack my knuckles and just
Crush your phone.
not my phone, but I'll just have like a piece of, I don't know, in my hand, like a coin, and I'll just bend it into this small little disc.
right.
The game ain't fair anymore.
I don't think it ever was fair.
Not
Alright,
with a
so-
gang.
So you guys have your heart-to-heart discussion, and while you guys are doing that, you get a call on your phone, Evan, and so do you, Ty, from the same person.
I
Me, my pager, I
Crawl.
don't have a phone.
Oh, you don't have a phone?
No.
Oh, that's right. You avoid all things electronic. That's fine.
I crawl.
Ty, you get a call on your phone.
I shake out of my corner, shaking off the many layers of shale that I'd grown on myself, suddenly noticing that my skin is now shale gray. And it's like, great. Pull out my phone, dust it off, and see what's on the screen.
It's not from a number you recognize.
Hello?
Sup? It voice sounds familiar.
Did we meet at Denny's last week?
He goes, so about those conies, we gonna have them or what? Or are you gonna wallow in your apartment doing God knows what all day? And then you hear a rap on the window. It's Ghost Light.
Fucking vigilantes.
I
He's in full costume and everything.
Just be thankful it's
I
not
power
real.
down and dust myself off and open up the window. Come inside, dear God.
You notice he's practically invisible in the shadows. He's got Shroud, so you know one of his powers.
Huh.
Like he comes out of the shadow, like, and it kind of clings to him for a second, and he like slinks into your apartment. He goes, nice place.
Yeah, I got a little bit of an upgrade after some acquisitions.
Well, it's better than my place. I got an abandoned factory cell somewhere on Zug Island.
Do you need a place to stay?
No, I like where I'm at.
Would you like some money to upgrade?
He pulls out a bag, and he's got like Rolexes in there and a bunch of other stuff. He goes, I have ways to fund my little empire.
Ah,
We're pulling a Robin Hood here.
Exactly.
Nice. I like this guy even more.
admire that. So, you don't tell anyone what you just saw. At all.
Of course not.
Ever.
I just happened to be walking by, just beat up a purse snatcher, and I figured, I'd stop by and say hi because you left the info with Jeff, and I noticed you looked a little down, man.
I
Want to go fight some bad guys?
yes.
That's right. And he leans over and he shakes your hand and grabs it, and you notice he's got a Tavor assault rifle on the back of it, on like underneath his jacket, with a second drum round. This thing's like an Israeli military weapon.
I know what that is, James. James, I've watched enough documentaries to know what that is.
You're telling me this man's rolling around with 270 drums?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Can I have one?
So I only got the one gun.
If I give you the money, and I assume you have the contacts.
He goes, I kind of need it. I don't have powers like you guys have.
Fair play. Now, what am I saying? I'm practically fucking bulletproof. Come on, let's go bust some skulls.
All right. So he goes, you want to bring any of your friends too? Or you want to just be you and me?
Well,
The magician guy seemed pretty cool.
I don't know how I'm feeling about him as of late. I could call up Lloyd and the doc, but I'm sure the doc has some research to do.
Yeah, probably.
Lloyd, I think he headed out of the precinct earlier today on like some kind of rush, but I could give him a call and see if he wants to come to the
Let's just make it you and me. Besides, I want to show you how I fight crime. I think it might enlighten you a bit.
Is that your catchphrase?
That's a good one. You got a good sense of humor.
I dig rocks for a living. You have to find a way to entertain yourself.
All right. So you guys, he has a police radio on him, and he has got an earpiece for it, and he turns it up so you can hear it. Mm-hmm. There was a drive-by shooting where they failed to apprehend any suspects, like nobody saw the license plate or anything. He goes, "That's a good one. We can solve that."
How do you usually go about this?
Follow the screams.
He gets on his motorcycle and he's like, "Hop on."
Fine.
It's like a pure hog, man. It's like
Yep.
a Harley.
I figured this guy was essentially the Punisher.
He is.
But here I am covered in rock, riding bitch behind him.
Yeah,
There he
pretty
is,
much.
Ghost Rider
Sorry,
and Punisher
I
mixed into one.
Yeah. All right. So Ghost Light drives all the way out to this crime scene, and the cops are long gone. It's just in a like a house, and there's bullet holes all on the side of the house, and there's police tape everywhere. And Ghost Light takes like 4 big giant steps out to the lawn, and touches the ground, and his eyes glow. H549527. That's the license plate. And he gets back up and he plugs it into a laptop that he has stored inside the storage container of his Harley.
What was that?
He goes, "The ghosts talk to me, man." Types it in. He goes, "Perfect. They're only 3 blocks away from here."
Is it just like human ghosts, or?
He goes, "No, I can see into the past. That's my gift."
Can you show other people the past?
Maybe if I had somebody that could read my mind and project it or something, but not really that I can think of.
Because got an idea, and you may be able to help me with some good research that might go a long way
He goes,
in the paleontology field.
"Sure, but I want to see how good you are first. Or maybe how bad you are, I should say." He goes, "Hop back on."
Them's fighting words. And I get back onto the Harley.
All right. He drives up to the house, and he goes, and you see like there's a guy sitting on the porch with a like a beer, just sitting there watching everything, and he's got a handgun on the floorboard next to him. Mm-hmm. Ghost Light stops about like 3 houses down from him. He goes, "How do you think we should do this? I can sneak in through the dark, but I don't know how you want to do it."
I want to see if I can get closer and see what's inside the building. Depending on what's in there, I could just make a sinkhole right beneath them.
He goes, cool. Sounds good to me.
Alright. I'm going to get off of the bike, and I'm going to go out back behind the houses and see if I could get a better look in through, from a distance, through one of the windows.
Dex stealth.
Superheroes versus gangbangers. Here we go. 2 successes.
You manage to sneak around. Somebody comes out to let a dog out, and the dog notices you, but they don't even pay attention. They just go back in. You just narrowly avoided getting detected. So from your new vantage point, you can see inside the house there's about 4 people. It's shoddily constructed. It barely has a foundation. I mean, this place should have been condemned a while ago.
Right.
They're not living a life of splendor, that's for sure.
You should have brought me.
What kind of people are inside?
There's one woman who appears just totally coked out and passed out on the couch, and there's 2 guys just drinking beers and watching professional boxing. Ghostlight points at the 2 guys. He goes, "Them 2." He followed you right behind you. You didn't even notice him.
Jesus. Like a tap on the shoulder would be nice.
No problem. Next time.
Thank you. All right.
He cocks his gun.
Whoa. Let's settle down there.
He goes, "What do you think this is all about, man? It's not like we can arrest these people and bring them onto trial. Precognition is not admissible as evidence in a court."
Really?
No. Supreme Court rules. Vermeer versus Compton. Last year. He goes, "I tried it Utopia's way. You know what happens? I present all this evidence and they get off with a slap on the wrist. This way we take out the trash once and for all."
How bad are these guys?
He goes, his eyes glow for a minute. He goes, "Oh, you know, the usual rap sheet: rape, murder, pushing drugs, more murder, assault, battery, you know, trash." You are kind of all taking his word for it, though. You want to do it your way? We can do it your way for a change.
I pick up a rock and I chuck it through one of the back windows.
Okay. What the fuck was that? You see both of them raise up and
Duck
cock
behind
some
the building.
guns. All right. Go see what that was. And the kid that's on the front porch runs out to the back porch, and he's got a .45 revolver in his hand, and he's looking everywhere. The other 2 guys got Tech 9s that are probably modified to be machine pistols.
Are they like in a general like close area around each other?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to use shaping and create a 7-foot deep hole directly beneath each of them and collapse in around them.
You're just gonna bury him alive?
Well, no, I'm gonna try and make it to where it's just like quick
Neck
sand.
high?
Yeah.
All right. Roll your power roll.
All right, so that's just a standard
Yep.
3 for right. Two successes.
2 successes. You get 2 of them. The third one tries to run away, and Ghostlight aims at him. He reaches out his hand, and a light emits from it and flashes in his eyes, and the guy starts foaming from the mouth and falls to the ground stunned.
Jesus Christ, is he gonna be all right?
He goes, "Who fucking cares?" Then he starts stalking up to the people you buried with his gun. He goes, "So what, are we going to call the cops now? Tell them that we've got people buried in the backyard?" They're like, these guys are like swearing and cursing at you, like they're like, "I'm going to kill you, I'm going to find your family, I'm going to kill them. Who do you think you are?"
We're the good guys, motherfucker. And I step forward with my steel-toed boots and I just kick him across the jaw, knocking him out.
Yeah, you knock him out. Ghostlight goes the last one, and he says, "Where the 99s at?" Guy goes, "I ain't telling you that. I snitch, I die." He goes, "Where are the 99s at?" And he puts his gun right up to his eye.
Now, that's rushing it. Allow me. Hi. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
He goes, "Fuck you."
Nice to meet you, fuck you. That is a wonderful form of etiquette you have. Tell me, you went to school, at least for like 3 grades, right?
Yeah, so what?
You know what dinosaurs are, right?
Yeah, I fucking know what dinosaurs are. What's your fucking point?
There are some that get stuck in the mud. They can be trapped there days, weeks. Depends entirely upon how much water.
He
is
sinks a
available.
little bit in your sinkhole.
And the thing is, you see, is that suffocation underground is a very strange experience. I can tell you. Life is going to flash before your eyes. You'll be encompassed by darkness, and you're going to feel as though an entire weight of the world is pressing in around you as your body is slowly compressed into a crippled, limp biscuit. And you will slowly fade into the black, having never
Roll
accomplished
manipulation, interrogation.
Jesus. I love it.
anything. I have a lot of spare time.
So do I.
2 successes.
2 successes. They're pretty weak-willed. They're just jobbers. He actually manages to not be afraid, but your manipulation's not your strong point, man. He manages not to be afraid, and Ghostlight's eyes glow again, and he goes, "Hey, Shania is your girlfriend, right?" The guy turns ghost white. He goes, "She's up at the laundromat right now, isn't she?" The guy turns even whiter. He goes,
You mean that one on 36?
"Yeah."
Hmm.
He goes, "Be shame if something happened to her." He's like, fine, the 99s are on 39th Street. You can't miss it. There's an abandoned synagogue up there that they use as their headquarters, okay? Just leave me alone. Ghostlight's like, because I'm with him, I'll leave it up to you. Yay, nay? They kind of know who we are now.
Why don't just break their legs so they can't run after us?
He goes, they're underground. They ain't gonna run after us. And that guy in the kitchen, yeah, he ain't getting up anytime soon.
Yeah, but break their legs in the way in which they aren't exactly going to be able to gangbang exactly anymore.
You kidding, motherfucker? I've been shot at by a guy in a wheelchair.
Did you seriously not think that answer was coming?
Wait, seriously?
He goes, seriously. He had a colostomy bag and everything, and pulled out a fucking shotgun and almost blew my head off. Scariest night of my fucking life.
I'm gonna look inside the house for incriminating evidence.
All right.
Drugs, guns, unlicensed.
There's
anything.
plenty of drugs in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna call my friend. I'll have this taken care of.
Which friend are you calling?
First, I'm calling one of my contacts in the police department since I do so much PR work with them,
All right.
and tell them that I was assaulted by several gangbangers, and then I discovered this and this and this, and just string a little tale just to make it sound plausible that I'm not with Ghostlight.
All right. Because they know who Ghostlight is. They're
Yes.
not exactly friends with him.
Yes, they know who Ghostlight is. There have been a couple dirty cops, I imagine, that have met an unfortunate end with Ghostlight.
Yes, very much.
And then secondly, I'm going to call up Lloyd, because, yeah, of course, I could make more holes. And Ghostlight could obviously shoot up the place.
Ghostlight curses and goes, "What the fuck is this?" And he's staring at something.
What is it?
He goes, like, "That's meth. That's more meth. But what's this shit?" And he pulls out a syringe and he goes, "This thing's gigantic. That ain't heroin. It ain't steroids either."
Let me see that.
And unfortunately, we just knocked out everybody who can answer that fucking question.
From when I was at the Faustus Club,
Yeah.
can I recognize this as anything?
No.
Ring.
Descriptive features.
It's just a big-ass syringe with a white, milky liquid inside. Because you might not have... do you have a friend who happens to be a medical doctor?
Well, I do, but he's more of a plague doctor than anything. I've also got a scientist with, like, 9th level intelligence back at base, so I could get to analysis this.
Somebody says it's calcium. Oh, it's definitely not calcium.
Oh, I could use that. I love bones. But I pocket it and I call up Lloyd.
Okay, you call up Lloyd. Lloyd, you're getting a phone call.
I'll look at it.
Ghostlight says, you called the cops already, right?
Yeah.
Ghostlight says, I'm not exactly on the same vibe as
Yeah,
the
I know.
cops.
Let's get on the bike.
So, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. All right.
No, I get it, man. I get it.
All right, he gets on his motorcycle.
walk
He hits
over-
a button, and the license plate in the motorcycle flips to another license plate.
Oh,
Yeah, that's just cool.
And he drives away.
Dude, you're like a ghetto Batman.
He goes, it's like, don't call me ghetto, man. He goes, I went to fucking Grosse Pointe Academy.
Oh, this explains so much.
He goes, you think just because I'm a black guy, I'm ghetto? He's like, we don't have a fucking problem,
Oh, wait,
do
he's
we?
black?
Yeah, he is.
I didn't know he was black.
He wears a mask. How am I supposed
Yeah,
to know?
but
He gets right up in your face, and he goes, nah, man, I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ.
You are right, you are right.
Video demonetized.
But hey, Lloyd, your ringtone for me is da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Of course it is. I'm still with Joey. I don't pick it up.
All right, yeah, okay.
I will text him back. Dealing with some family stuff.
All right. He texts you back and says he's dealing with family stuff.
Out with Ghostlight, popping some caps and some gangbangers. 420 hashtag lol. And
So,
I begrudging-
Ghostlight drives you back to your house, and he's like, you feel better, right?
I did some good today.
Yeah. Every time we take a piece of it back, we get a piece of ourselves back. So don't be down, man.
Thanks, Ghost.
No problem.
I reach out my hand.
Yeah, he shakes it. Goes, I'll be around.
You ever need a hand with something, give me a call. I'll call in the boys.
I need a hand with something,
Well, of
he
course.
says. He goes, but I'll meet you up at the Coney. When are you going to be up there?
Thursday,
He goes, cool. What time?
6.
It was 11 o'clock. He was supposed
11.
to- 11 o'clock.
You're blatantly trying to lie to the man?
Right. He's like,
I forgot
he's
what
like,
time
"All
it
right."
was.
He goes, just after close. Interesting. All right, I'll see you there.
All right. Later, man.
He drives like a bat out of hell getting out of there.
That is one crazy motherfucker. Well, first of all, I call up Marissa,
Yeah.
and I tell her about the awesome thing that just happened that she can't tell anyone else.
What's that?
That I just went out on a vigilante run with Ghostlight.
She goes, Ghostlight's pretty cool, actually. I mean, his methods definitely aren't Project Utopia, but
I made sure that we were non-lethal.
he's a fairly popular superhero because he's incredibly unpopular. There's like a hitman order on him, like the likes of which you wouldn't believe. It's at least 100K from what I've heard.
Huh. It
Yeah,
should be
he's
higher.
him and the other local superheroes that aren't affiliated with Project Utopia the same way. It's like the Downriver Destroyer hasn't been seen for a while, though. I wonder what happened to him.
Downriver Destroyer?
Yeah, big burly guy. And then there's Lanaine Rouge.
Wait, was that the guy that looked like the lumberjack?
Yeah.
Oh,
She goes, we haven't heard anything about him for like a couple weeks
I
now.
think I met him a year back at an expo or something.
And then there's Lanaine Rouge. You wouldn't forget her if you met her.
I hear it, and then I look at the phone. All right. But just wanted to share it with you. I know you're a big fan of all this stuff. By the way, I'm gray now, like shale.
Yeah, I noticed you've been changing colors.
Yeah, could we like get a reprinting of my trading card with like maybe a holographic?
I already ordered it.
Awesome. Thank you. You're the best. See you tomorrow at work, I guess.
You got it.
Click. And then begrudgingly, I pick the phone back up and I call the good doctor.
What time is it that he's calling me?
It's about 6 in the evening.
His ringtone for me is just the blatant, just horrible sound that you hear when one of those digital alarm clocks goes off.
Okay.
Oh, my office hours are closed. Okay. How can I help you? Closing hours.
I've got a crazy drug that I caught from a couple of gangbangers. I have no idea what it is. It's not on the scales, and I need you to identify it.
Alright, no problem. When do you want
Where do you work?
Come on, how do you not know where I work? I'm basically, literally, in the locals hospital right by Project
Utopia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but, like, don't we hate each other?
Yeah, but we never hang out outside of work.
I don't tell anybody where I'm at. That's
But
just
you just did.
confidential. You can come to my office hours.
I go... I'll just meet you there in like an
Alright.
hour.
Sounds good.
I get in my Volkswagen and I head out.
Alright.
Oh, the good old trusty Jedi.
Alright. So you head to Gregory. Gregory, Ty's character shows up. Alan shows up with a strange syringe filled with a milky white fluid.
Where did you acquire this?
In a crack house.
Where?
In the ghetto.
Coordinates, damn it. Coordinates.
Downtown.
Thank
Ghetto.
Alright. So I take this syringe and I put it on one of those I put a little bit on a petri dish and then also in a test tube. And I'm gonna examine.
You can tell what it is by the smell, probably. Go intelligence medicine.
I swear if it's just a syringe full of jizz.
Nope. Way worse.
Thank God.
Please don't be so involving.
You're happy it's worse than jizz?
Well, at that point, someone's injecting themselves with
I have
horse
7
semen,
successes.
It's brain matter. Specifically, some type of brain matter. You're not sure what.
I tell him basically, this is brain matter. I don't know what they're doing with brain matter. Is it?
so activate my node ability.
It responds.
That explains it. I rush this to the precinct as fast as I can and get it to.
Well, Joe should still do an analysis on it to
I
figure
was
out what it
planning
is.
to. I'm planning to
Yeah.
do more testing on
Oh,
it.
yes.
Right.
yes.
Joe, roll
Is it basically
intelligence.
involving with the taint?
No.
This thing is just straight up Nova juice.
Alright, so I'm gonna keep doing what more medicine as well, or
Yeah, intelligence medicine.
Or I wasn't sure if you wanted science more breakthrough.
Whatever's higher, you can
They're
use.
both still they're the same.
I'm just
Medicine would be more appropriate, to be honest.
I'm just hovering over his shoulder the entire time.
6. Sits out.
This
of 8.
is harvested from the MR node of Novas, like the thing that gives Novas their Nova powers. If somebody injected themselves with this, they would gain Nova powers temporarily.
So somebody is basically killing novas, or basically turning novas into a milk facility.
Pretty much.
So basically, we got novas there. That speaks of our missing friend,
Lumberjack.
Give yourself an experience point, Joe.
Downtown Destroyer.
Yeah.
Downriver Destroyer.
Yes. We need to find out where the main source is coming from these. Do you happen to know any of that information?
I've got an idea. Well, what would happen if a Nova injected themselves with this?
Nothing.
It's basically the opposite. In fact, it's a human being that would be getting the Nova powers.
Temporarily, you said.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe a mega attribute point or two it would give you, but not like full out powers.
So like someone would get super strength for like an hour.
Yeah, something like that.
Basically, what's happening is if
Gangbangers with superpowers.
basically we need to just stop this. Wherever is going on, maybe we can find out who is being basically the cow being milked.
Let's just say
You're fairly certain that no matter the way this is harvested, the person who was harvested is dead. There's no way you could get this and not kill somebody.
So basically, the only reaction is we have to find out who are the Novas going missing.
Right.
So basically, there should be a list, and Marissa should know that list of maybe local Novas.
I get in contact with her and cross-reference data.
She goes, I'm not sure who's missing, but the Downriver Destroyer hasn't been seen in a while. I know that.
Any others that just haven't had a lot of contact as of late?
She goes, I don't know. Maybe you should ask one of the local Novas. Didn't you say you had an in with
Yeah.
Ghostlight?
Yeah. I just wanted to check with you first and make sure. Thanks, Marissa.
No problem.
I ring up the number that Ghostlight called me with earlier.
Okay. Hey. What's up?
You know that gray shit we found?
Yeah, what about it?
It's gray matter. It's Nova brain fluids. As in someone had their brain...
What the fuck?
Someone had their brain harvested for the node that the doctor is
shit,
spewing
this
out the
can't be
jargon.
good. Because I was going to ask you for help with finding Lanaine Rouge and Downriver Destroyer. They've been missing for like 2 weeks now.
The fear is that they're already dead.
You know, that's not good. Let's meet up on Thursday and figure out what we should do.
Can you round up any other local superheroes?
You're talking to them.
Oh. Maybe we should accelerate our timetable.
He goes, all right. I'm going to lay low for the next few days, and I'll meet you there, all right?
All right.
Okay. He goes, hey, and you might want to check the news. There's some shit happening that's a little weird. It's a little outside my pay grade.
How weird. I grab my remote once I get back to my apartment and click
He
it on.
goes, there's been a rash of robberies lately.
What kind of robberies?
Well, there was a fertilizer plant that announced that it had an entire semi-truck of shipments stolen from a secure location on their compound. Eyewitness testimony says that several low-powered Novas were carrying out the crimes, and they overpowered the security guards on site. They didn't have any powers, just like mega strength and, that kind of thing.
Shit. All right.
There was also a robbery in a couple electronic stores.
What did they steal?
We don't really know for sure. They didn't reveal it. But, I hate to say this, but Downriver Destroyer and Lanaine Rouge were investigating the 99s.
Yeah, we've got our... You remember when that movie The Purge came out?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that coming.
I hope not. But if you wanted to get at the 99s, maybe you should check out the East Side Dogs. They're rivals.
East Side Dogs.
Yeah, they're not exactly that bad of a gang. They're more of a protection racket. I mean, I've still roughed them up and beaten the shit out of a few of them.
Like 1%er bikers?
Yeah, they're not bad, but they're not in the drugs and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're pretty much racketeers.
Alright, I'll give them a look tomorrow. Just lay low and try not to get captured, I guess.
Alright.
That doesn't mean kill yourself.
Goes. I'm just going off the grid for a few days.
Okay, stay on your secret island base or whatever.
Okay.
Stay in your bat cave.
Okay.
Click.
Alright. So, while all this is going on, Evan, you get a frantic phone call from DJ Flash, one of the Novas at the Faustus Club. You're the only person I could talk to. Please respond back. Something's really fucked up here.
Alright,
where I'm at, I take out one of the person's phones, and I call that number, and I go, "Yeah, it's me. I'm a little kind of busy at the moment. Flipping a knife. What is it?"
The phone just rings end over end and nothing happens. You got the text message and then silence. It's like it's not picking up.
Who was it again? Just
Flash.
Flash.
DJ Flash, yeah.
DJ Flash. All right.
So he's like the DJ at the Faustus Club, the Nova Club you guys were at last time.
All right. Well, before I leave to go there, I kind of finish up what I'm doing and put the brush down, and I go, "All right," and I walk away. So
Are you gonna call any of your buddies to go with you?
nope. But when the cops show up, because I always leave an anonymous tip, when they get there, they just see the dead gangbangers, and on the wall just Wall Rider.
What?
He's been going out at night killing like criminals and shit. You guys aren't supposed to know that, but that's like what he's doing.
Ah, that was an alternate idea for me. Nice.
Alright. So you get to the Renaissance Center, and the entire first floor is locked down by police. And you notice a bunch of SWAT armored guys with machine guns coming back out. Some of them are just covered in blood. And some of them have combat knives, other things, grenades on their bandoliers, and they get in a set of black unmarked vans and drive off at high speed.
I look for a DJ Flash.
You go to the elevator where there's supposed to be the people lifting up, and there's police tape all around it and cops everywhere, and there's 2 dead bodies on the ground.
Excuse me, officers, what happened here? And I point to the 2 bodies.
This is a closed investigation. You're not allowed to be here.
Can I just see who it is? They might be friends of mine.
Goes, no, I can't allow you to do that.
I just look at him and I use the voice. I go, "Come on, man. These just might be my friends. I just want to see.
Okay.
Just want to see if these are my friends."
All right, roll manipulation, subterfuge, and spend a quantum point.
Okay, manipulation, subterfuge, and the voice.
Yep.
Okay.
Not trying to confuse you guys with a bunch of shit happening at once, but a bunch of shit is happening at once.
Five successes.
5.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yes, you can enter. Of course. Let us show you around. And they literally start escorting you through the crime scene. And to your horror, it's a fucking massacre. Everyone is dead. Everyone in the club. Humans, Novas alike, everyone has been shot to pieces. Even people who shouldn't have been able to have been shot.
I knew it. They've got hit squads.
And while they're showing me around, when I hollow to look like one of them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hollow to look like one of them? And another Nova comes up through the elevator and walks around, and is talking to other people in this black flak jacket and like SWAT team armor people, and it's like, all right, clean it all up. And then he walks up to one of the police officers and goes, then walks up to another one and goes, and they just march lockstep back down the elevator.
Do I get a look of his face, or
Funnily enough, it seems to change with each passing second. He walks up to you and goes, "What do you do?"
I pretend to go down
All right.
because since I don't know who this guy is, what's going on, I don't
Right.
want to. I don't want
Right.
to set his red flags off.
Right, exactly. All right, he doesn't suspect a thing. He just thinks you're a cop.
But do I get a look of before I do that? Do I get a look of like who's dead?
Flash is dead. Core is dead. Like literally, like everybody's been just shot up. The people that should be impervious to bullets are even dead. And the carnage is very organized and placed. There's like obvious grenades that went off. There's like all types of crazy shit.
All right. I leave and I get on the pager and I page boss that I have tomorrow. I have news that is worth note.
All right. You do that, and the Nova that walked in, like just starts clapping his hands. It was excellent work, NTF. Excellent work. And he shakes the hand of all the people that in the SWAT armor that are up there with him.
Nova Task Force.
Yep.
Figured out that there was a hit squad when the guy with the horn said, "So you killed one of them."
Give yourself an experience point, Ty.
Yeah. I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask her this time and see what I could do about it, but you know she's gone dark, so it's like I can't do shit.
And I'm pretty sure if I didn't do what I did by making it look like I did when he went like that, I probably would have died.
Yeah, you get on the elevator and the cops like are standing there like zombies, and they get to the bottom floor and they're like, "What are we doing here?"
You are going back up the elevator.
Last thing I remember, we got called out down here, but like, and the bodies on the front floor are already cleaned up and gone, and the police tape's gone. They're like, "I guess we'll go back to the car and figure it out." Well, good luck to you, officer.
Officers and weird. I'm just gonna go home.
All right, you go home.
No, I tell him go home, but then I go back to wall rider business.
Where are you going?
Back to some wall rider business.
Okay, gonna kill some more bad guys on the side.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's why Ghostlight wanted to hang out with you, because he figures you're one of those people. All right, 2 days pass without much of an event. And yes, anything you want to do?
I did go and try to meet the good gang.
Oh, you want to go try and meet the East Side Dogs?
Yes.
All right, they are like a they're not like a motorcycle club. They're like just a group of like really tough guys from the neighborhood that basically cops don't go to their neighborhood, so people pay them money to solve things that go wrong. So you end up in a very shady side of town, and they literally have a blockade down one of their streets with a car, and there's guys sitting out there with guns in plain sight, just like looking at you, and when you come closer, they wave your car forward. It's like, what's your business here?
I'm here to talk to your boss about the 99s.
He goes, are you dormed down or are you in superhero state?
I'm dormed down.
He goes, what's it to you?
Because they're the superpower jacked assholes that stole all the fertilizer and are probably making bombs in their basement as we speak.
Good. We'll take you to meet him.
Thank you.
All right. So, their boss, his name is Tyrone Smith. He's got a big gold chain that has a T on it. and he looks like he doesn't get fucked around with anybody. Like he's like people are literally passing him like a beer, like it's nothing, and they give you one. And they're like, you got a lot of guts coming down here. I'll give you that.
I've heard some good things about you guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From who?
A work associate of mine.
He looks at you really carefully. He goes, "Oh, so you're a superhero, huh?"
Honestly, the term is kind of losing its flair. I'm just a guy who tries to do the right thing.
He goes, "So are we. We're doing what we can with what we got."
And I appreciate that. It's a pleasure to meet you, Tyrone.
He shakes your hand, and he's like, "So you said you had information about our enemies?"
The 99s and their quote-unquote superpowered boss. What was the name of the superhero?
Like the superhero?
The superhero that got his brain.
Downtown Devastator?
Yeah.
The Downriver Devastator?
Downriver Devastator, what I'm extrapolating from what I found in one of their crack dens, got his brain juiced, and they're using it in order to power up their boys.
Might, you mean?
Might.
No, he says, that's the name of the drug. Might.
Really? That's
Yep.
the best they can come up with?
That's what they call it on the streets.
And yeah, they're using it, and that's... Like, of course, you've got Novas with super mega strength.
Well, we do something about it, but there's a problem. One of those might freaks came in, stole half of our weapons cache last night.
This isn't good. They're making bombs, they've got superpowers, and now they've got...
Yeah,
an
and
entire
Mr.
stash.
100,
How bad?
like, he thinks he's like the next Che Guevara or something.
Alright. What do you guys know about him?
Well, he's very opinionated, very political, and basically thinks Project Utopia and all their ilk are gentrifying the city and pushing everybody who should be here out. Gotta admit, I kind of agree with him at some point, but the guy's a fucking psychopath.
I've had similar thoughts about other people as of late, so I get where you're coming from.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm afraid there's nothing we can really do for you. Believe me, we be in the market. We need some more cash flow around here lately.
I take out a card and get my number on it, and I let them know that if you guys ever need backup,
Appreciate it.
Hell Creek's got your back. Just as long as it's keeping people safe.
Yes. Appreciate it. We try to keep this community clean.
Oh, and one thing. How much of the armory did they take? And what did they take?
Yos. Well, if you really want to know, they took pretty much all of our explosive detonators, pretty much all of our heavy arms, and they left the small arms and shotguns and rifles like they didn't mean much of anything, which tells me they got a lot more. And they took most of our ammo.
I'm guessing it was that the club.
Nope. That's two totally separate instances.
Yeah.
What you saw at the club,
That was a case
of
of
which
manipulation like me.
what you saw at the club was the higher ups in our organization culling the herd.
I want to say it's the mercenaries.
Could be devised, you're not sure.
Well, anyways, I don't know what it is, so we're not having this conversation at all.
Yeah. Woo, metagame pigeon.
All we know is that it's an extermination.
Waiting.
If it was an extermination, we'd all already be dead.
One of our viewers says that Project Utopia reminds them of iZombie. I don't know what iZombie is. Do you guys know what that
It's
is?
alright. It's
I've
Not offhand.
Okay.
been a while.
iZombie.
I think it's a movie.
Oh, it's TV show.
It is.
No.
It's a TV show.
It's like it's like Santa Clarita Diet, but it's funnier.
Is that the one where
I'll have to check it out.
where the
With the
coroner
blonde
is a
chick.
zombie?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay, moving on. It's a show during the summer. Okay, I'll check it out. Thanks for recommendation.
And I guess I head back to base and start requisitioning some heavy duty equipment.
All right. So 2 days pass. and you're dropping off your nephew at school.
The only
return
thing
to
that
school.
during those 2 days, because I wouldn't have gone back to the precinct with the rest of the guys.
Right.
I would have spent the day with him. I would have taken him to the gym to meet my old mentor.
Okay, cool.
Just show him Mr. Fanus and just be like, yeah, this is the guy that set me on my my path.
Literally out of nowhere, 3 kids with backpacks pull out handguns, aim them at you and your nephew, and say, "Time to get some, fool!" And they start unloading. But before you can react, the bullets ping off your nephew. And he gets really angry all of a sudden.
I saw this coming.
Great.
He
My
literally
nephew is
runs up,
bulletproof.
Dempsey rolls through the bullets, and knocks one of them into the building with one punch.
Now you see, this would have been so much better if it was a 4-year-old.
It would have been Jack Jack. It would have been Jack Jack.
The other guy's like sitting there, and he just backslaps him across the face, and he stuns him so hard he freezes there, like literally immobilizes him. And he
before
starts
he-
looking at his fists, and he's like, "What's happening to me?" And then he grabs his head and screams because he's got a massive headache because his MR node is erupting.
I'll grab him by the shoulder, put him down,
Yeah.
because Fanus was there when I had mine.
Yeah,
So he knows what's
exactly.
going on. I'm gonna grab the other guy straight by the
The kids in the school are like, "Holy shit, he's a Nova!"
I'm gonna grab the other guy by the cuff of his shirt and lift him straight off the ground,
Yeah,
like I did in the very beginning,
yeah.
and just be like, "You have 2 seconds to start talking before I turn the ground beneath me into your grave."
He pisses his pants and passes out.
I sit him down in a chair. I just sit down with my nephew. And the first words out of my mouth when he calms down, "Well, you got something I don't."
Yeah, he's got bullet invulnerability, immobilize, and absorption.
Oh.
Nice.
Sounds like it's supposed to be somewhat my direction almost.
Yeah,
He's stronger than me.
yeah. He's no.
Not
No, he
maybe
does-
physically yet, but
No.
Give it
his
10
novas are.
Give it 10 years, and he will be, because he can touch
You've
you.
got to take him to Project Utopia to like make sure he doesn't die from his MR node erupting
And get
because it's a
sterilized.
medical problem. Unless you want to take him somewhere else, which is possible.
Is there somewhere close, like closer than Utopia that I can get him to? Because that's a very serious thing.
You can get him to the doctor.
Guess I'll get him to the doctor then.
All right. He drives into your office.
Why do you
Your
think
office,
I've been studying on myself?
You've got a full-blown nova erupting in your office. Like, literally, you see stuff gravitating towards him and then dropping and, like, all types of crazy special effects.
We got some Blair Witch shit going on.
Exactly.
That's an eruption, man.
And I understand what he's going through because I'm studying
Dude, God,
this.
then if that happened
Yeah.
to me in the middle of Montana under like a ton of rock.
So, not everybody dies, but it's, like, it's possible you can die.
Yeah, but like
8
it had to have
successes.
literally
8
erupted
successes.
at that
You
point.
managed to stabilize him and make sure his MR node doesn't rupture. And you kind of sedate him and let him slowly come back out of it. And when he wakes up, he's transformed. He's like literally, he looks like the buffest person you've ever seen, and is way better looking than he was before he was.
So he's turned into like Clark Kent Superman.
pretty much.
Or
And he just
Shazam.
looks at his hands and like he's
We
like,
have a
whoa,
little
what is
15-year-old that looks like
happening?
Lou Ferrigno over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more like Mr. Torque.
When I see him, I'll go to my full Nova form just to show him that.
He goes, "This is fucking awesome."
We need to
Man,
input the music.
I do is
from,
like basically because like my
JoJo's
office is
Bizarre
like
Adventure.
private. I have it set up where basically nobody can see it. So
Right.
I'm in my Nova form because
Just the
I know
two
the situations could be serious. So
Right.
that's why,
Right,
so you can know.
right.
So I'm actually in my Nova form, which is very rare.
By law, you're supposed to report the eruption of a nova.
And the amount of panic that happened right there for how sudden it was, that slipped my mind.
That he could become a nova.
No, that he has to be registered.
Yes.
They have to take him to
I'm
the
gonna
camp. He has to
do-
get registered. He has to get his shots, and then he's monitored for the rest of his life.
See if there's like a loophole system. Is there any loophole system basically about that?
Yeah, not telling anyone.
Oot. Your phone's
Seizures?
ringing. Oot, oot. Ty's phone is ringing.
I pick it up.
Are you there? Are you there with them? You're not there with them.
No,
No,
he's-
I'm not.
That's right. She doesn't know you, so she can't call you.
Oh,
I have
You
my
get a phone call.
Oh, hell.
My pager goes off.
It says Moira McFealty on the phone, and then this text scrolls and says, "You know who I am."
I go into the hallway.
All right, you click it. Goes,
Struggling not to crush his phone.
Gee, love, what an interesting situation you found yourself in.
Yeah. Interesting.
He goes, so are you going to do the right thing and take them to Project Utopia? Or are you going to do the better thing and don't take them to Project Utopia?
He's stabilized right now.
Of course he is. He does have a interesting dynamic from what I saw on my satellite feed.
well, the amount of energy.
Start walking to where
Yeah,
I'm
she's
slowly
lava
getting
pop
out of
up.
the building.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that to him.
She goes, an interesting decision.
He wants to be like me.
Aw, isn't that sweet, she says. I'm sure my boy wants to be just like his mom when he grows up. Or maybe his father. Probably his father.
I stop. I get outside. You still in the city?
She says, I can be anywhere, love.
No. Are you still here in the city?
Unfortunately, no. I had some business in Azerbaijan.
Shame.
Oh.
This would be a nice thing to talk about over dinner.
She goes, are you asking me on a date? I'm afraid my husband would have some requisitions about that.
Call it a business meeting.
Aren't you married too?
No, not married. Never have been.
She goes, and I'm not sure if you can handle me in my full form either, dearie.
As long as we keep the mind control out of it.
Goes, of course not. Besides, I haven't had a lot of trouble influencing you lately. Doesn't seem to be working.
Yeah. Was always told I had a thick skull.
Lord knows it's smashing enough cinder blocks.
Well, I believe you have, or he has, a decision to make. Click.
Start heading back inside.
Okay.
I'm just glad I'm not the only one anymore that keeps having this happen to him. Well, admittedly, I
Well,
do
she's
it.
interested in all of you because she thinks she can turn all of you onto her side. It's a thing like I won't outright kill my fellow Novas. I have to enlighten them.
Is my nephew still sedated right now?
He's out of it now.
I pull you aside, Joe.
Alright. I'm assuming something popped up that I should know of.
Someone who's interested in us.
Hmm?
Someone who's interested in us.
I'm assuming it's basically the one that basically has been an issue for us for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, that one.
I see.
Now we have an option. As she puts it as well.
And what are those options?
Take him to Utopia. Or let him roam.
Well, there really isn't too much options we can do about this. And more than ever, you need to be the father figure, even though you're not, but you need to be the role model for your nephew. He basically looks up to you, and you need to be the influence and tell him, I want you to understand you're in this situation, but now you have to value what's more important, your freedom or the life of freedom, everybody else's freedom, than yourself. are you willing basically to make the sacrifice for the greater good to help many generations, or are you more about yourself?
Yeah, for those of you who are listening, novas are supposedly sterile, but the team has been gradually piecing together that Project Utopia is part of that scheme. Because why would superheroes who maximize everything be infertile? Doesn't make any sense. Now,
Or are
does
they
it?
just hiding it? Is the thing.
Or something like that? Yeah.
I just got flat out told.
Maybe the fact they're afraid that we might extinct the human race into basically a Nova race instead.
It's evolution. What's wrong with that?
Some people are afraid. Some people basically are trying to prevent that happening.
What? The Westboro Baptist Church has come out and controlled the government for this now? Is that what this is?
Maybe,
Bill Nye the Science Guy, save us all.
maybe. But the only thing I can
Bill Nye
tell
the
you,
Science Guy should be a Nova. I'm just saying.
he probably is. He's probably basically, or like Mr.
Mindstein?
Yeah, Mindstein. He's probably pretty much is.
Yeah, Wensler's nickname is Mindstein. I forgot about that.
But yeah, honestly, my opinion would be basically you need to literally be the role model. This is right now a
Hammer says, don't trust
Crime.
Utopia. They are totally shady.
Really? I had no idea. After everything that's happened in the last
I
two
wouldn't say
episodes.
it's all shady. I think basically it's just there's a civil war going on
There
with them.
is.
There's 3 leaders.
Yeah.
No, there's no civil war. It's only
You'd be
just,
surprised.
It's just one person going behind everyone's back and doing what they think is necessary to protect the human race.
You could think it like that way, but you got to remember there's 3 backers, and nobody know what the situation of the other 2. And somebody just basically just made a big decision with the situation that Evan was in.
I will actually hug you and thank you. And then I'm just going to sit in the room with him and wait for him to come back.
Kiss.
Whether
kiss,
you
kiss,
want
kiss.
to stay with me or not.
I will.
All right.
All right, wait for who to come back?
Waiting for my nephew to come too.
All right, he comes to, and he feels much more calm now, much more himself. And you notice that his superhero traits, they're not going away. He's like, he doesn't have dormancy.
He doesn't
He's
have
a
a dorm
he's a
state.
normal. He's a Nova. Like, I'm a Nova.
I could
So it's
probably
going to be
help.
hard to hide the fact that you've got like a Adonis amongst you.
Is there a possibility you could train him? Because I hardly use my Nova state, and my dormancy is 4.
Yeah, but that's a byproduct of how you became a Nova.
Okay.
This kid's like built for combat, pretty much.
So basically, he's a future soldier, is what you're
So
saying.
did he like increase in height, or is it just all muscle mass?
Both.
Oh,
It's
He's
like
basically
he's gone,
Steve
he's gone through
Rogers.
the rest of puberty in like a day.
So he's Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just super soldiered up. I'm going to sit down next to him. So I have 2 things to tell you. 1, I haven't told your dad. And 2, you now have a choice to make.
A choice? What kind of a choice?
Every Nova is supposed to be registered.
Okay. Yeah, I want to work for Project Utopia like you do. Be one of the good guys. Why wouldn't I?
But you have to also understand,
one day earlier. That one's that way.
it is not a very easy job. It is, I would say, a very life-important job. You're going to have events that are going to devastate you, but you have to be strong at all times. And most of all, you have to always think what is truly right for every situation, for everyone.
I can do that. And he says it with the confidence that indicates that he's he fully understands what you're saying. So let's go fight some bad guys.
Well, you're gonna.
He is
first,
not ready in any sense.
You're
No.
basically
He just
going
called
to
them
need to
bad
be
guys.
registered, and then basically Project Utopia will have to put you through a program.
He goes, that's fine.
You don't.
But
I want to learn how to control my powers. I don't want to hurt anybody.
you will over time. It'll take time.
Sounds great.
But the one thing I will tell you, being in it, you will get the fame, recognition, but at the same time, there is always going to be a target on your back.
I'll have to deal with that no matter what.
Yep.
So I say let's sign up with the good guys. I don't know why you guys are even asking me about this.
Because basically, it's your freedom. You're still a person. You're still American. You still have a choice.
Yeah, and I get a choice to be a frickin' superhero. Who wouldn't choose that?
I look at him and I grab him by the shoulder. A hero is determined by his actions, not his affiliations.
Okay.
I'm giving you the option.
Well, in that case, I want to work with you. How do I work with you, Uncle?
Well, you won't be working with me yet. Not for a while.
You have
Okay.
a sidekick.
Well, let's go to Utopia then and get this all started.
Meanwhile, in the Hall of Justice.
I walk with him back and I actually am holding him under my arm.
Okay.
And I'm keeping my chin higher up so he doesn't see my one eye tearing up a bit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold him, I'm gonna just smile and kind of joke. Clay is gonna lose his mind after this.
But before you guys leave, can I get a blood sample?
Yeah,
I'd
sure.
like to do some research.
You try to prick him with the needle breaks. So
Hancock, motherfucker!
You might have to take that through a tongue.
all right,
Or the
you
eye.
managed to get a blood sample
Yeah.
through his tongue.
Like jaw or
and
cheek would be
yeah,
easier than a tongue.
it's pretty painful for him. but
I
it takes-
ease
it
it
takes
basically. I take.
I let him grip my hand because I can take the pain.
Well, actually,
Straight
because
crunch,
you realize I have the Nova ability, so I'm just healing him so he's not feeling that pain.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. I forgot about that.
So I'm telling him you're not gonna notice the pain, but you will.
You're gonna feel some pressure.
You're gonna feel pressure, and you're gonna feel the swelling, inflammation
Right,
tomorrow.
you go through
And
the
we're
whole thing pretty quickly.
The one thing I do say to him though is, I don't know how you're going to be able to finish school though.
Project Utopia has a school program specifically for Novas that
Ding,
are
ding.
teenagers.
He basically it's an academy.
Yeah,
Project
it's
Utopia
like the
Academy.
X-Men Academy, pretty much.
And then I pull Marissa aside.
She goes, hi.
But when you get there are reports of
And
Wall
it's just,
Rider.
and it's just dead seriousness. And I look to her. Keep an eye on him, please.
She goes, of course.
No. Keep an eye on him.
She goes,
He's young.
I know people in the academy. I can keep tabs on them.
He's young. He's eager. Just make sure he's alright.
Does he have a name yet? And she writes down like, he goes, I don't know. That's a pretty big decision. I'm not ready for that yet.
I'm just eating a bag of potato chips, like, down the hall a little ways, and I just go, why don't you just call him Adonis?
he goes, but I'm not like long haired and.
It doesn't matter. The chicks will fucking dig it. You're rich. Work it.
Well, I'll
Spartacus-
think about it.
Don't
Spartacus
listen
is
to
also a
this
good one.
person.
I look
Don't
at him and I
walking
go back
by.
to, well, my name is Atlas. You want to stick with the Greek with the whole, and I flick him with his invulnerability essentially. You always be Achilles.
Goes, yeah, that's what I'm writing down. So Marissa's like, surprisingly not taken.
Surprisingly not taken.
Hey, congratulations, kid. We both have one-of-a-kind names.
Oh, but I haven't
High
mentioned my
five.
Nova
He
name
gives
yet.
you a high five.
I'm the
All
only
my
one
wrist.
that
My wrist.
Oh, right. He doesn't have a dorm state.
No, he doesn't.
Come over here.
That is awesome.
Yo, come over here. I'll take the pain away for you.
All right.
So this your kid?
Nephew.
So it is Thursday. So at night, you guys have to meet with Wensler and Ghostlight.
Oh, my joint pains are gone.
I don't have
arthritis
arthritis anymore.
healed.
Yay!
So But quick question before we start this, though. The heavy equipment that I'm trying to requisition from the precinct, what do I have access to?
The heavy weapons from the precinct, they don't have heavy weapons, they have small arms.
Oh, great. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Two of the chili dogs.
Like, they specifically tell you, and you kind of, like, you don't know what he saw yet. I forgot. But they say, Project Utopia is not a military organization. We don't carry heavy arms.
I think back to the schematic that I've seen of the plasma weapon. And, like, the specialty crafted U-fiber claymores. And all the other nasty shit I've seen over the past month.
Yeah.
And I just nodded.
Mercenaries.
All right.
Splinter Cell.
But in any case, I'm going to take the last 3 U-fiber bullets that I have to imagine we keep in a
All
safe
right.
place.
So you guys
explode
gonna
them into
meet?
my gun.
You guys gonna meet up at the
Coney Island.
Island?
Yeah, and I
Alright.
get 12.
You meet up just after the store closes, and they let you in. Jeff lets you in, and Wensler's sitting there, and he's scribbling something really frantically on a piece of paper.
Oh boy.
And he goes, and he shows it to you. It says, "Act natural."
Sir, I would have gotten there early for that then.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I'm doing
I get
is
12
I'm
of them.
actually checking my surrounding, like awareness. So I rolled 6 successes.
6 successes.
When I see Wensler, like, holding up the sign, I would have, like, just passively been glancing around a little bit while trying to, of course, act natural. Hey, Wensler, how's it going, man? How you doing?
It was good. Good. How are you guys doing?
Oh, you know, just this and
Yeah,
that.
same old.
I've been busy over the weekend. There's a lot of stuff
I
that
got
I've
chewed out
been
by my brother.
You guys relay all the stuff that happened. He's like, "Wow, that's a lot of stuff to happen in a week."
Well, I don't tell out in the open about...
Ghostlight shows up and like greets Wensler, and they talk for a minute, and they get to know each other. And he notices the sign says "Act Natural," and Jeff seems to be on edge too. Finally, a blip comes up on Wensler's laptop, and he sighs with relief. He's like, "Okay, I was worried I got followed or bugged, but apparently we're clean.
Are you certain?
I'm certain. The only one that can know what we're talking about is Oracle."
I turned my phone off.
Okay.
I leave mine in the car.
All right.
I have a pager.
Yep.
Yeah, but what about that specialty phone you got?
I gave it to boss.
Oh, that's right.
And how do you ever get that call from Flash?
It was his pager.
Okay.
I think they've all learned how he operates.
Then
at
I
this
guess
point.
I just turn off my phone real fast. Well, yeah, I just turn it off. I don't shut it down.
Okay.
Because it has to come back on, it'll vibrate first.
Yep. All right. He goes, "I think there's a Project Utopia inside of Project Utopia."
Really?
It's like
Uh,
it's called Proteus. I don't know anything about it other than this name, but it exists.
What did you say
What-
it was called?
Proteus.
Well, I could tell you what they're already up to.
yeah, what was the club called?
Faustus.
The Faustus.
Club?
Faustus. Yeah. The Faustus Club got shot to hell. Everyone's dead. Flash is dead. The guy that almost killed you, he's
Cora is
dead.
dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Wait.
Chorus and vulnerability.
Wait, let's backtrack here. What do the guys look like?
They were wearing. I tell them what they were wearing, like the SWAT uniforms.
No markings, no affiliations, nothing?
They had NTF on them.
Yeah, NTF.
I fucking knew it.
And one guy walked around, was like, "Good job, everybody," and then just kind of went like, in people's faces, and they just kind of zombied out.
Mind control.
I didn't want
I think I
to.
know that one.
That would explain why Wensler says that would explain why no one at the at Project Utopia seems to remember any of the stuff we brought in.
What stuff?
The weapons.
Are you fucking with us?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to lighten the mood.
Oh.
But
You hear a tightening of knuckles next to your head.
but
You hear a gun.
but for the record, I figured that there was a hit squad out there for Novas. You guys weren't in the elevator at the time when we were first getting into the club, but remember Blue Guy with the horn?
Yeah.
He offered trade and such. I pulled out one of the U-fiber bullets that we had and used it to get my way in. His exact words were, "So you killed one of them. Good job. Are you sure you weren't followed?" I didn't want to say anything. I wasn't sure up until now, but now we know.
You guys did file an official report on the whole Faustus Club, the Project Utopia.
Yeah,
That's probably how they knew.
yeah.
But I think it goes deeper than that. There's something else. One of Proteus's backers is something called the Directive, and I don't know what that is either.
Probably a secret organization dedicated to the containment and sterilization of Novas.
Because I think it's way bigger than that. Like, I was seeing, like, command control shells that are only found in the highest military systems.
We're talking... Are you saying that we're dealing with the Illuminati?
He goes, something like that, as much as skeptical of a person as I am, because think about it, the Novas have effectively made all the militaries on Earth pretty much obsolete, right? So what else have they been doing with their time?
Good
Stockpiling
point.
anti-Nova weapons.
The only way to know how to kill a Nova is a Nova.
Not anymore.
Well,
No, I mean,
Somebody basically
the
figured
one that
out how
helped
to
them do
abstract.
this would have been a Nova.
ones that help them do this. Also, we have to bear in mind that people that control other people's minds exist. So
You said it yourself, that bullet was made by a Nova.
He goes, yeah, so they've got Novas that agree with them.
or are under their control at the very least.
I don't know. Did the guy in the club you described, did he seem like he was being coerced into doing what he was doing, or did he seem to just do what he was doing?
He seemed to be the head dog.
There you go.
He had an air about him that I didn't agree with.
Well, this is a big issue, but right now we've got a bit of a local one. The 99s are going to be making a move soon. You guys hear about them?
The 99s?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know 'em.
Speaking of which,
Yeah. You didn't hear?
No.
You were there when my nephew came in?
Yeah.
They're the ones that did that.
Oh, you didn't tell them, did you?
About what?
Oh,
Oh, the
they extracted Nova glands, and now they're injecting their boys up with some super juice and making them super soldiers.
that's only.
And they
is
stole.
that what might is?
They stole about
is.
5 tons, about a ton worth of fertilizer. And you, what's the name of the other gang that I went to?
The East Side Dogs.
The East Side Dogs completely cleaned out all the heavy weapons and explosives from their weapons cache.
Now, when you say heavy weapon, are we talking things like,
We're talking.
They had
automatic weapons
bloopers
or
and
sentries?
rocket launchers. They had some military surplus stuff.
so you're telling me I can end up walking into a building and take a Vulcan to the face?
No,
Good.
but an M249, yeah. And a bazooka, C4 claymores, and just bombs out the ass. And then there's going to be 10 guys that rush you that are going to be altogether just as strong as you are.
Well, I've got other news once that says we're not the only ones looking into Utopia. You remember Slider? She's a famous you guys don't know this because you don't know the backstory of.
Yeah,
of
she
Noah,
picked
but-
up Mercer.
Yeah, she picked up Mercer. Yeah, she got murdered last week,
Fuck.
and they blamed her boyfriend, who's I don't remember his name offhand, but he's gone black, man. He's under the radar, like he's checked out of everything, but he's still out there, and he's starting this group called the Aberrants. I said the name of the game. Oh my god!
I like how we all collectively jazz hand to that.
That's gonna be saved for a highlight.
None of this was planned, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, no. And the
Aberrant,
Aberrants,
what's that?
the Aberrants apparently are trying to dig up the truth about Project Utopia and what they're all about. I've been trying to get inroads with them, maybe arrange a meeting. But Slider, man, she
Was Superman.
she doesn't just die.
So it tells you
And it
basically.
raises all types of questions, like that war, and if the war between Pakistan and India.
I mean, the one that's been
Why
going
has
on.
that been going on for 10 years? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Is that still going on?
Yes.
What's the death toll reached?
Well, it's all fought with novas, so only 1 or 2 die at a time. But think about it. There's only so many novas.
So if they're all getting holed up in one place,
You'd think it'd be over by now.
yeah, but it's a lot easier to manage half the world's population of novas when they're all in the same place. Because think about it. Every single little alliance in that part of the world, every single little bit,
Yeah.
2/3 of the
But
world's population is centered.
Think
right
about the
there.
weird stuff that's happened the last few months. There was that Tara. She died in a fucking agricultural accident. How does a Nova die in a farming accident?
Terra.
Then like, what was the next thing? Antaeus leaves Project Utopia. Why would the guy that reversed all the pollution on Earth to pre-industrial levels suddenly leave Project Utopia?
Where'd he go?
Nobody knows.
$20 says space.
My guess is that he's with the Aberrants.
Look, to terraform Mars, you need shit there to begin with.
I never said he was going to Mars.
Something's happening.
Musk has been talking about it for years. We know.
Well, yeah.
I don't think it's. I think we can trust everybody that's in our local office for now.
I mean, until they get brainwashed again.
Yeah, but I hate to say this, but what if Oracle's right?
Never say that.
She's not.
I don't mean her methods. They're totally wrong, and I don't mean like getting on her side. I would never do that. But what if she's right about Utopia being evil?
Or maybe the fact that somebody is just a puppet being shining, spitting image, but reality there's somebody that's actually making all the negative actions the wrong reason. So basically what I'm saying is the person that should be running the organization isn't really paying attention to is that actual organization behind his back. Kind of like Jurassic Park or Jurassic
Hold up.
World. Somebody's knocking on the door.
I rush over and
Aren't you gonna open the doors, loves? I tried calling you on your phones, but you shut them off.
I will actually get up, and I'll go to her.
okay, now wait. Before you open the door, please just calm down.
I
Think.
am calm.
Okay, now before everything comes out onto the table. Yeah, whatever. I open the door. Moira!
I open the door.
You open the door.
I am. Because I'm gonna.
We both open the door.
I thought you were out of
Sorry
the country.
about throwing that whole helicopter at you thing. I wasn't aiming directly for you guys.
The first words out of my mouth. Thought you said you were out of the country.
I was. Now I'm here.
Grab her and pull her in quick. Not hard enough to throw her on the ground, but enough for a good stumble.
Okay. She takes a few steps. She goes, "My, you're a strong one. I wouldn't let my husband see you manhandling me that way."
Who the hell is your husband, anyways?
Diva Small.
Oh,
Dear
Christ.
God. Seriously?
She laughs. She goes, "Have you heard of him?"
Isn't that number one?
Like in the backest of backwashes, in like whispered tales of just folk. What?
She goes, "Oh yeah, he's a wonderful gent."
It explains so much. It explains so little. How are you doing?
Good. Thanks for asking. How are you doing?
I mean, I had a helicopter thrown at me.
I want to try one of these famous Detroit Coney dogs.
Jeff. Oh.
Before you can even say Jeff, he has one made up for her. She eats one. Not too bad for what it's made out of. Now, you gentlemen, and you, who is slightly smart but not total idiot, Wensler points to himself. she's like, just don't try to out-hack me again. I'm better at it than you are.
Well, considering the fact that I believe you're...
I think it's about time we had a nice little talk.
Quick question.
Actually, I got a good question too.
Your tainted form.
You want to see my real form?
No, I just have a theory.
She smiles widely.
You wouldn't happen to just be able to transcend to a purely digital being, would you?
She goes, oh, not quite.
I got a more important question.
Yes.
Were you followed?
He goes, you think you can follow someone through a warp gate?
Doesn't mean there aren't people in the city already looking for you.
Looking for who? A mild-mannered Irish girl?
I think we're getting a little off topic here. Let's get down to the brass tacks. What are you doing here?
She goes, she says, well, I heard some of our Nova brothers are going missing lately and being harvested for their MR nodes.
Yep.
Thanks for giving me that information, by the way.
Don't mention it.
You're welcome. And I heard that our friends at the Faustus Club have been suspiciously destroyed.
Yeah.
That would be the Nova Task Force, the military arm of the Directive. You have no idea what you're up against, do you?
I know it's far above our pay grade. I know that they're a special task force that are out to kill anyone that doesn't agree with the Directive.
Now, I know we've had our problems in the past, but I wasn't actually ever trying to outright kill you. You just kind of got in the way. And by the way, I'm still a little angry about you not letting me kill Henry Mercer.
You dropped a
little
helicopter on me.
It wasn't specifically aimed at you.
You also did tell me to throw you.
You're not involved in this conversation.
So I'm sorry about that. Truly, I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. Still pissed, though. You dropped a helicopter on me.
To be fair, you did jump in front of it.
Ruined my favorite jacket.
All upon just the shadow of...
Now, I know we're never going to see totally eye to eye, because you still have this belief that humans have value and are worth something, and I obviously do not. But...
Some do.
Do you have a kid?
Yes.
Really?
Gavin.
She told you that
I didn't
already.
know this. I've
Oh,
never
she-
talked to her about it.
Yeah.
She did.
He's a Nova.
He's a Nova.
Mhm.
Would you love him still if he wasn't?
No. She literally says that to you.
Even though he's yours.
She says, I can't help it. The runts of the litter have to be weeded out.
And yet ants still exist and they're far inferior to us.
Goes, well, I wouldn't know what it's like to be an ant.
You've clearly never dug.
I'm so glad I'm staying out of this conversation.
Yeah,
Do you
she
breathe
doesn't
with
seem to
ants, then
know,
you crush
and
it
she
under
goes,
your heel?
I don't believe
I agree
we've
with all
met.
that. Including
We
the people
won't.
who do bad things.
Huh?
Except for Nazis. Nazis can
won't.
die.
I'm just
Goes-
a doctor.
Ah, your cold shoulder, I see. Interesting.
Oh, I'm just a customer, that's all.
Hmm.
Alright, so what's the gist?
Of course you are.
You gonna help us or not?
What kind of help do you want from me?
Locations.
Locations of what?
Safe houses. Places that we could topple over and get dirt. Little bits, but eventually amass a pile. Get us
On
something.
Project Utopia.
Yep.
I'm working on that. But you'll be the first to know. Or maybe the third. I haven't made up my mind. This is a shame
Second.
about Core. He was a nice guy.
He's kind of an asshole.
That's
He was
because
nice
he
to
let
me.
the taint control him.
He's actually pretty nice to me. We had a good conversation. It lasted 3 hours, I
That's
think.
because he thought you were a traitor.
Traitor is such a harsh word. It's okay if you haven't made up your mind on whose side you're on. You have the free reign to decide what you want. After all, you are a god amongst these ants.
As did my nephew.
Exactly. He made a foolish decision, but a decision nonetheless.
All right, let's stop tiptoeing around this. Do you have something for us, or are we just going to keep talking here all night? Because otherwise, just get out.
The directive is a unified military organization that unites all major first world military organizations under one banner with one solid goal in mind: to defend the human race from the Nova threat.
Do we have any
That's about the gist that I thought of.
sources where the operations are mostly being
Where?
taken place?
They exist everywhere. They integrate every single Deep Eyes, MI6, CIA. It makes no difference.
What?
They're all part of the same directive.
Yeah, so
What
we
about
don't
every
really know
first
that
world
much,
country
no.
do you not understand?
Hmm?
There's a war coming, gentlemen. I know. I've seen it. Why do you think I do what I do? I'm trying to prevent it.
The battleships are cresting over Ryan.
I'm trying to save the humans and our kind. What? You don't doubt me? I care for the humans.
Oh,
I have
please.
human friends.
Please, the first thing you tell me is that, and yet you still care for things that are about to be extinct.
Well, it's just a matter of time. But we're going to let it happen naturally. Besides, all of them theoretically could become novas. Why would we go wipe them out?
So
For
saying
the simple prospect of speeding up the process. Novas can outbreed because we are not being
How's your
sterilized.
taint doing?
A little itchy, but fine, thank you.
You're at about 4, How would you like that to go away?
I'm fine with what I got. I'll live with it.
Really? She transforms in front of you into her Nova state, and it fills you with terror. She's got
I look
4
away. I'm not
arms.
looking.
She's got 4 arms, 2 legs that are very spindly. Her head's in a brain case that has like a quantum computer that's blue
she's
and
an
on fire
octopus.
in her head. And on top of that, her ribs are exposed, and there's a quantum heart beating in the center of her chest. She says, "Look at how aberrated I am. Now tell me, with your node, how much taint do I have?"
Even
I don't
without,
need
I'm
to
going to
look.
guess a lot.
All I need to know is that you're just...
Roll node.
I don't
Just-
have node. I'm just taking a blind guess.
Roll node. Whoever's got it, whoever's curious.
I have 2 successes.
She has no taint whatsoever. We Terrigen have unlocked the method to turn taint into more power.
And yet you're still batshit insane.
She shifts back to her human form.
Or as they like
and
to
she
call
starts
it,
laughing again.
BCS.
Insane. Oh, to tell the truth in a world of lies must appear to be madness. But I believe that's about all I came here to tell you. So if you excuse me, and she takes 2 steps back through a warp gate, I'll be seeing you around.
See you later, jellyfish.
It's more like an octopus.
Well, that was
So
something.
anyway, you called that insane?
Munzer
Literally
says,
was
well,
talking...
that was a thing that happened.
Oh, yeah, that stuff happens around us a lot. Get used to it.
He goes, I thought I was tainted just because I had big ears and a big cranium.
You don't know shit about any of this, do you?
He goes, I stay in my lab all the time. That's where I'm at. Ghost Light's just like, that was some fucked up shit. Do you have alcohol in here? And Jeff's like, Yeah, for after hours patrons. And he pulls out a thing of vodka and pours it to him and gives him 2 coney dogs. He takes a shot of vodka, pours himself another shot, eats a coney dog, takes another shot, and eats another coney dog.
Okay.
I'm getting more coney dogs then.
So for the record, when she said that I let her know about the mite, because my phone was on and I was on a call talking to someone about it. Just roll with it. Because I saw you give me the death glare there for a minute. I'd rather not be in the hospital again.
What part of monitors all your electronic communications do you
Your
not
skin may be
understand?
stone, but you still break like glass.
Actually, I'm not so sure anymore. Like, honestly, like, I feel
Test?
like... Not here.
Dr. Alawi, I'll be the referee.
Shut up. But this is a... Yeah, I'm just going to grab the bottle, and I'm just going to... Does anybody want a shot before I just... Anyone?
Nah, I'm just gonna down another 6 counties.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
I was just still breaking down the information of what's legit went down for the last 5 minutes. More analyzing it.
So, this is us. We're the resistance now, aren't we?
It looks like you should reach out to the Aberrants, Wensler says. Like I said, they don't seem to be as borderline sociopathic as the Terrigen are. He puts it lightly.
Yeah.
There's a reason why our character sheet just keeps saying Aberrant.
Yeah.
We should definitely pick a side in this.
I'm gonna go look at the Aberrants and also kind of curious with what Moore has done with the taint. I like the research.
Like how the Terrigen have figured out to purge taint.
Yes.
All right, that's going to take quite some time. But
Because I'm trying to do that with my own studies.
Right.
Me and Ghost Dog, if anyone else is interested.
You just call him Ghost Dog?
Way of a samurai.
Fuck. I've been trying so hard not to call him that this entire damn time.
Acted by Forrest Whitaker.
Ghostlight. Me and Ghostlight are gonna go scope out these gangbangers. Because, first things first, they're local.
I'm pretty sure I know someone that might be interested in helping you.
Who's that?
You know who Wall Rider is?
I mean, the psychopath that's been going around painting walls with people's blood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know this guy?
Fan of mine? Yeah.
He's a fan of yours, or you're a fan of him?
He's a fan of me.
How is he a fan of yours?
He loves magic.
Yeah. What's that roll there?
7 successes. Seeing if he's bullshitting and know that basically he's lying.
Yeah, what roll would that be? Just to figure
James.
that out.
What?
Joe and I are trying to figure out his bullshit.
It's perception investigation, I think.
I have 7 successes.
Wow.
I'm gonna join them.
I have 3.
Wow. I don't think your secret's going to last. You want to spend a point of willpower to help you out?
I rolled 8.
James,
What'd you roll?
7. He
7?
beat me.
I'm going to as well. This is
All right.
skeptical as fuck. So,
All right.
with my super perception, it just gives me an extra die.
Yep. But it does give you insights that non-super perceptive people would.
6.
Give me a perception awareness. Only you would be able to pick this up. Oh, I forgot Wensler's
Just
there.
the faintest whiff of blood within the air.
I forgot that Wensler's there.
You know, you can have the fun.
3,
That's a
4,
load of
5.
That is a load of shit.
For my perception awareness,
Yeah.
that's a 1 success.
Difficulty 8.
0 success.
Man, you're
Okay, your
bad.
secret's safe.
Safe for now.
Safe
Although
for
I
now.
look at him, it's like, there's something that just seems odd. It was about you. But the fact also
No,
your
a
friend.
murderer is the question.
Ghostlight's like, I murder plenty of people. What's the problem?
Yeah, I was about to say, dude. But I'm
Just because I know how I know what he does is because even though I don't use the internet, I still watch TV every now and then. I still watch the news.
Manipulation subterfuge.
I have.
Oh, he's
Because you're
standing.
stretching now.
I have streetwise.
yeah, because we know you fucking hate tech.
Yeah, I know. You're stretching now.
He's
Boy,
really
I will
bad.
intimidate
You're a magician.
you very
You li-
soon.
You are a magician. You've lived your life as a lie, and now it's coming through.
I know. 2, 4, 6, 8 again.
8 again. Wow. Wow. Let me see if I can beat that.
Get him, Einstein.
I only got 6 that time.
I'm gonna start talking with Ghost Dog about what we know about the cathedral where damn it!
Nope.
Ghost about the cathedral where we know the 99 are holed up.
Oh my god. Ghostlight's there. Precognition. You're fucked.
Fucked!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You are the same fucking person as that guy.
I knew it.
I'm sorry, I just forgot. He can just look into the past around you.
Wait, back the hell up.
I come out of my dorm 3 and I immediately do an intimidation. Any other secrets that we'd like to get on the table?
I've been spending an exorbitant amount of cash buying Larzy small little.
I'm sorry, Evan. I know that's like a big secret for your character, but I'm like, Ghostlight's not just gonna sit there and like listen to you say stuff that doesn't make any sense.
Wait,
Luckily, I only have 3 successes on any intimidation for people.
You gotta
so-
realize Ghostlight's like, and then Ghostlight says something that takes all of you by surprise. Big fan, man. Big fan.
Thank you. Why, thank you.
I've been meaning to work with you for a while.
All right. Here I am, completely numbing up.
Yeah, I do need a soundboard for dramatic effect. I need like a bum bum bum, you know.
we just need a bunch of sound effects from like Seinfeld and shit.
That'd be funny.
Well,
Well, to be
ladies and
honest,
gentlemen,
I didn't want to have
things
this
have
secret go
officially
on for an extended period of time.
What?
I
gone.
didn't want this secret to go on for like 4 fucking ever.
Okay.
So I'm not too upset.
Big fan of your work, especially what you did with the Cross Gang.
Yeah.
Totally great with what you did with them.
Cross
Those
game.
motherfuckers were engaged in some like legit human trafficking. Yeah. You know, those
Yeah.
Thai massage parlors ain't giving massages.
Yeah.
So do we have any other secrets from among others?
Oh yeah, I already asked. If anyone's going
Once
to
or
try to
says-
resist,
I guessed who was gonna win the Game of Thrones before it happened.
I've spent.
Do you want to know?
I've spent upwards
heard
of
of her.
$5,000 buying Larzy small suits.
you need help. Stop it.
So I'm
Get
guessing
some
I'm
help.
really the only one that doesn't really have a secret other than just being a doctor.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you and me, man.
What's your secret medical malpractice? But so are we gonna like go take care of a bunch of gangbangers tomorrow, or are we just gonna sit here?
Sure. I'll let my secrets out.
We are not
All right.
killing anyone.
Kill
All right,
only
it
in
is-
self-defense.
It is
Okay.
8:46. We've been running for 2 hours and 45 minutes. We might be able to finish the show up in time to lead up just to the fight that we might have with these gangbangers at 9:30. Just to let you guys know.
Alright.
Okay, that's iffy, but
So
we'll see what
basically, at
happens.
this stage, we're just winging it.
No, we're not winging it still. You guys are still way on script.
Well, I know
Wow.
that, but I mean, it's just like the time period we're trying to get to it.
Yeah, for those of you that know, when we were winging it, it means we're totally off script. So actually, wait, no, that's right. Up to this point, it's actually up to our players to figure out how to locate the 99s and stop them and bring them to justice. So yes, we are winging it. All right,
But we know where they are.
I know
You
how
know
to.
where- yeah. You don't know. Ghostlight tells you that the last time that he saw Lane Rouge and the Downtown Devastator, it's like you screwed me up because you called him the Downtown Devastator. He's the Downriver Devastator.
Yeah.
All right, the Downriver Devastator and Lane Rouge were last seen hunting down the 99's drug stream in Delray, which is a really industrial hellscape just south of Detroit. So, if for people that live in Delray that watch this podcast, I'm sorry for calling the place you live an industrial hellscape, but kind of.
Yeah, but I learned from the dogs what they were.
Yeah.
That this specifically the building where they're at.
Like the general location of where they are. Yes.
I have a way to do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to my nephew's school,
Okay.
and I'm gonna find at least one of those 3 kids that tried to attack him.
All right. They've already been arrested by the police, so they're in custody. So you can just go to the police station and talk to them there.
Go on in.
We'll
All right.
reconvene tomorrow.
I need someone that I can actually trust with this. So I'm bringing you, Joe, along.
Before you said anything, I was going to say, well, that counts me out.
Because you're the good guy, Joe.
Where am I?
Joe is a pretty good goody two shoes guy. I
He's
think.
just an asshole.
No, he's not.
He can be.
Well, everybody can be. Why am I talking? I'm just observing.
So I have all 3 of them brought in, and they sit down in front of me.
Okay.
And I look them all in the face. Do you remember me?
The one that you raised up and he passed out in business pants passes out in business pants. So the answer is
I go
definitely
over and I
yes.
just make sure with the heal ability that basically he's not out that long.
Yeah, he wakes back up when you heal him.
Pants are still full piss.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll take that as a yes.
All that I'm
It's
just
like
gonna,
those roller coaster movies where people keep passing out over again, like doo 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 doo.
Yeah, but the thing is, if the guy keeps basically pissing himself, I'm just gonna put a catheter in him.
Catheter. That scares them enough to stay awake. Nobody wants a
Good.
full catheter.
No.
All right.
Then stay awake, damn it.
So back to interrogating these kids. What are you going to ask them? Roll manipulation interrogation and tell me what you're looking for. They're not very strong-willed. They're just high school students. Wow, he actually rolled really good on his willpower check, though.
I got
I
all
want him-
successes.
What?
I got all 4 successes out
To
of
do
this.
what? Just to interrogate him? All right, what are you asking?
Basically asking, where did you find, like, basically the meetup location, meetings?
They give you a meetup location in Delray, like a general area where they drop and pick up the supplies. Yes, Ty, I'm sorry, I just noticed you're raising your hand.
I go down to where in my Volkswagen to where the dogs told me they should be,
Yeah.
and I just start noting the place up.
All right, Ghostlight goes with you and follows you on his motorcycle.
No, like I go by
Are
myself.
you going to go by yourself?
Yes.
Okay. You're just going to leave him on standby?
Yes.
All right. Okay, you go there by yourself. All right. Lloyd and Gregory both figure out where this drop point is. And Morrow, are you coming with them?
As things are a little heated, especially with you. No.
Okay. All right, so 3 of our heroes are going and 1 aren't. All right. Okay, so are you guys going to pick up any other NPCs to help you?
No, but I withdraw everything from my savings account and bring 10,000 in cash.
Okay.
But whatever Ghostlight's doing, I'm gonna be following what he's doing.
He doesn't know that you guys have a lead, so he's just going to go on his regular crime hunt. So you guys spend the night doing that, and it makes you feel like, hey, it's pretty badass. This guy just flat out takes the trash out.
Like
and
what I do.
and with your hollow ability, you're literally able to project the thing he's precognitioning, and you can see yourself like what he's seeing in the past, and like you take out a couple of people that were assaulted. Like he doesn't. It's you just take care of some business that night. All right. So at the drop point,
Make
I
a good
do.
team.
I like to do is basically like call
Were we able
Ty.
to pick anything up from the
all right.
Team Tomorrow headquarters or not?
Ty if he knows
Uh,
anybody that wants to be part of this. Like,
If you
is
pick
there
up stuff from
gangs?
Team Tomorrow headquarters, it's gonna have Team Tomorrow's
No.
insignias all over it.
I just wanted to check.
How about we do?
And this is not a sanctioned Team Tomorrow mission to
Yeah.
begin with.
I am
No,
just
it
trying to
is
get
not.
there before them.
Okay. All right.
What about the East Side Dogs?
You gonna try to get them?
You can
Sounds
call
like a
some-
good idea because
They don't have weapons to do that to
Don't.
fight with you guys.
If anything, we can call up Ghost.
They'll just
Light.
be targets.
oh,
So. All right.
I
Okay,
was out doing
so
my own thing,
you
guys
reach
together.
the drop point, and there's a Dodge Neon sitting there. It's really rusted and beat up, and there's a guy with a cooler, like an ice cooler, and the passenger side seat, and he seems waiting for you to. He's waiting for somebody.
I'm gonna be wearing a really, really oversized hoodie with the hood up so it covers most of my face.
All right.
So I'm partially obscured,
Okay.
and then I'll just be wearing standard clothes underneath that.
Okay.
But
Taya, what are you doing?
Well, I'm just going downtown and I'm noting up until I get a hit.
You get a bunch of hits in the building, right? Like a couple buildings down from where this car is parked.
I head
But
there.
they're weird. They're not normal node hits.
I head there.
Okay. Joe, what are you gonna do?
I am just gonna basically monitor and be like surveillance, like awareness, seeing
Alright.
if there's any areas that basically just be to make a sneak attack or a sneak surprise.
All right. Ty goes off on his own, and Ty, give me a perception check. Perception awareness.
Difficulty?
It's an opposed roll, so 6.
5.
5. Somebody jumps on you from behind and claws you in the back. You take 1. So that was. You don't get a dodge, so I get an attack roll. One, 2, 3, so 2, and then 5, and then 2. Roll your soak.
I need 3 of your dice. Nine.
9. You manage to not get injured, but you feel claws scrape across your back,
This is my favorite shirt.
and you turn around, and this is your favorite shirt. You turn around, and there's a girl in a red devil costume that's very revealing right behind you, and she says, and she doesn't talk to you. She takes an attack stance. Roll initiative. You guys get a perception check to see if you see them fighting.
perception awareness.
Yeah.
It's Dex plus wits.
Yeah.
I just have one. Oh, that's fine.
8 successes.
8 successes.
I'm just
8
rolling
as
good.
well.
Well, that's not successes. It's 1d10 plus dex plus wits.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I misheard that.
I thought
That's
you said
okay.
for us to roll perception awareness.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. So you got how many
Ties
successes? You got
initiative.
5,
No, I said 8.
8. Okay, you guys see this fight, so you'll be able to join in your initiative check.
Imagine if I did beat his
9
predicament.
plus
It'd be
8,
weird.
It would be weird.
17. So
If I beat Ghostlight's precognition, that'd be really weird.
17. What did you get in your initiative roll, Ty?
8.
Wow, she's going first. What did you get in your initiative roll?
Nah, you piece of shit. That would give me
Oh, that's right. 20.
15.
Okay,
No, 16.
16.
Yep.
And Joe?
You said it was dex plus wits and what you rolled.
Yeah, 1d10.
14.
14. All right, it goes Lanaine Rouge, who's what's attacking you. Austin,
You.
Joe, Ty. All right, you see her move incredibly quickly, rushing back around to hit you in the back. And she does so with abnormally human grace and speed.
This is one of the ones that we know has been missing.
Yes. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 successes, so that's 7 extra dice. Ty, roll soak. What'd you get?
5.
6. You take 2 lethal damage. You see her quicken up faster again, and she makes another attack.
So I'm currently hurt.
Yep. She makes the same attack she did before with her other hand with a claw. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll soak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2.
7.
7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You take 6 lethal damage. Are you dead? Are you almost dead?
That takes me right to dead.
Ty is dying on the ground. It is now Austin's turn. You're not dead yet.
Next turn you will be.
Next turn you will be.
So I'm gonna do what I'm good at. I'm gonna punch this kid right in the face.
Alright. Hammers got to sign off, but he said good luck.
So, and we're not adding the 10 automatic successes anymore.
Nope.
No.
So you're rolling those 10.
Yep. No, you're not rolling those 10.
No.
You just roll your strength.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever his strength, brawl, mega strength is.
Yep.
I'll add a point of crush to make this real simple on her.
Alright. She reserved a dodge because she has mega wits. So she can do multiple things in a turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Damn.
9, 10, 11, 12 dice.
I only come in with 5 on that.
5 successes.
Oh, wait. No, I missed one.
6.
Alright.
Alright.
7.
7 successes. Alright, you get 4 extra dice to your damage roll.
4 extra dice.
Yep, you might kill her in 1 hit.
So wait, what would my damage roll be? I already forgot. I'm sorry.
Strength might.
Strength might?
No, just mega strength plus It's just your mega strength plus 4 dice.
Okay. So 6.
Alright.
1,
Yeah, 7.
2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So 1, 2, 3.
She absorbs it.
Alright.
Alright. Okay, Joe, it's your turn. Your friend has been downed.
I noticed that, and so basically I'm gonna run over, but while I'm running over, I'm gonna be cautious of being like, basically having my defense up as I'm gonna heal Ty.
Okay.
For healing, that's quantum and quantum powers, right?
Yep.
Alright. I have 3 successes.
3
And-
successes. You gain 3 health levels back, Ty.
I'm maimed.
Yep, you still hurt bad. Alright, 9 plus 11. So, yeah. 1, 2, it's gonna come in then. Alright, okay. That was Joe's turn.
Yep.
So now it's Ty's turn, finally. You're almost murdered in 1 hit.
Is she still up?
Yes.
She is.
She hasn't taken any damage at all.
Okay. I'm not even going to bother getting up. I'm going to use wall, and then I'm just going to use it and blast her repeatedly.
Alright, it's -3 on the power roll.
Hmm?
Are you going to raise a wall and try to blast her? That's 2 actions.
Well, I mean, could I just blast her with the asphalt in front of her? Just like...
Instead of a wall?
I mean, I have to summon the rocks in order to use them to blast, right? Like,
Yeah.
they have to be free rocks.
Right.
Well, it is...
Are you going to use wall or are you going to use blast or are you going to use both? I need a decision.
I'm just going to draw my gun and I'm going to shoot her with one of the bullets.
Oh.
One of the
boy.
U-fiber bullets.
One of the U-fiber bullets. Okay. Roll Dex Firearms. Are you going to reserve anything to dodge?
Yes.
Alright, so it's -3 dice on Dex Firearms because you're maimed.
-3 dex?
Dice.
Dice. Alright. Well, then I
Then you're really pointless.
can't make that.
At all?
I wouldn't even
Alright,
waste
so you
a
can't
bullet.
shoot.
Alright.
Don't even waste
Oh,
a
my
bullet.
vision is so blurry. Oh,
You're
no.
reserve. Okay, Joe. Ty reserves to dodge. Joe, behind you, you see 2 guys drop down from the rooftops, and they appear to have abnormally large, bulging muscles, like in an inhuman way.
Okay.
That's all they do on their turn. Then it's her turn again. Lanaine Rouge takes 2 steps back and sets herself aflame. She has the immolate power, and she waves to come at her from all 3 of you. She goes, "We'll show you guys why Mr. 100 is in the right."
I hate these people.
Alright, it's Austin's turn.
How was that one truck that we saw that was waiting for us at the drop off looking? Has it done anything?
The car, it's
Yeah.
sped off and driven away.
Alright, what is around me in my current situation?
There's 2 warehouses, and you guys are in an alley between like these 2 warehouses. There's Ty over here, Lanaine Rouge behind him, you 2, and then there's 2 mitoids, guys that are high on might behind you.
I mean, like loose objects.
Loose objects, there's a lamp post.
Yes.
You're gonna
Okay.
throw it at someone?
You can use it as a melee weapon.
That was kind of the point. Just grab it and swing.
Alright, who are you swinging at?
I want to take
Devil?
out the guys that are coming down the wall.
Alright, you can hit both of them with 1 attack, I'd say.
Nice. Alright.
Because of the reach of your weapon.
Okay.
Yep.
Paladins are put to shame.
And that would be a what roll?
Dex melee.
Dex melee.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
It's technically a melee weapon.
What if I throw it? I have both
Dex
of them.
athletics.
Do Dex athletics.
Are you gonna throw it? Okay.
Can I hit both of them if I throw it?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Difficulty 8.
8?
Because you're ripping it out of the posts is probably your first action, and that's so you can do that for free with your mega strength.
Yeah, okay, so if it's a difficulty 8, I only get 1 success.
That's all you need. They didn't reserve to dodge; they just jumped off the cliff. So roll a strength plus 4
Strength
for damage.
plus 4.
Mega strength's always included when I ask for strength.
Just sheer strength plus 4.
Yeah, strength, mega strength plus 4.
6. Alright, there it all is.
Yep.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Give me just a second for this.
Yeah, I think you outright murdered these guys.
That's
The
fine. I can
lamppost has
die.
cut them.
That's 9 successes.
9. All right, they each take 6 lethal damage each takes 6 lethal damage, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 makes them both crippled instantly. Give yourself an experience point.
Awesome.
So they're crippled. They're pretty much out of the game. All right, because they have -4 dice to everything. All right, it is Joe's turn. You gonna heal Ty up more?
I am.
All right.
So, quantum, healing of 2. Six.
6.
Yes.
All right, you're back up to full health,
All right.
and that uses up 6.
And
points.
I'm also... Actually, no, I can't reserve dodge because I just full point healed.
Yeah, you just full point healed. So.
Yep.
All
So I'm
right.
prone at the moment.
It's Ty's turn.
I get up and I see what's her face gesturing at us to come
Yes.
at her.
Right.
I bring my hands up together and clap. And from either side of her, I summon up a wall to just
Pancake.
pancake.
roll
Let's
your
snuff that flame out.
roll your
real
lethal
fast here.
blast power.
I don't have lethal.
Oh, roll your blast power then.
All right.
All right, and she'll roll her soak. 'Cause she didn't reserve the dodge.
And I just roll the
2,
levels in my quantum power for that, right?
Yep. Wow, I keep getting lucky on soak rolls.
Or well, does it increase for every single bit?
Dot you have, yes.
So
So
if
you
I
should have
just
4 dots in it in the power, right? Or 3 dots.
3, so
Yeah,
it's just
and
3
then-
dice.
Yeah, plus your dex, I think, is this to hit.
Can't I just power more quantum into it just to?
So you spend a willpower point to get an automatic success on it.
Oh shit!
It does a lot of damage. This is just to see how accurate you are.
2 successes.
2 successes, so you get to roll 1 plus, what's your quantum?
My quantum is 4.
Plus 9. So 17. You have to roll 18 damage dice. God. It's bashing, but still, that's pretty insane.
That is insane.
That's a lot of
Someone
damage.
say bashing?
Don't ever diss a paleontologist.
Oh. Oh.
All right. Well, assuming that it's just a regular check for 6,
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, she's dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She's got 1 lethal and she's bashed pretty hard. You already made max her bash damage. So that's your action. And then it's going to be her turn again. And she
she
sees that you're not going for it. She's pancaked. So, she is going to use an enhanced movement to backflip and vault off the pancaking.
She's trying to get away now.
Well, did she have to claw her way out of the rock?
No, it's just a blast
okay.
attack, so it dissipates after it hits. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
crumbles.
7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. She's going to try to claw you again. Did you reserve to dodge? Nope.
No.
Alright, so it's... Oh my god. Ooh. That's not good. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You might die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll soaked. Oh, you got lucky.
That's how things usually go for me.
Yeah, I think.
6.
You take 1 lethal damage.
Oh boy.
Out of all those dice, James.
Yeah. I rolled really shitty on my damage roll. Alright.
Stop scuffing up my fucking shirt!
This is my favorite shirt.
Alright. It is, she uses a quantum point to take another action she reserves to dodge, and it is Austin's turn.
If I try to do a hold, what does that mean?
That's strength might. Or strength brawl, excuse me.
Strength brawl?
Just
Yeah.
tackle her, damn it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just tackle and hold.
And
All right.
bring me in. I have something that you guys would like.
1, 2, 1, 2. Okay.
Mega strength involved too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know I flipped this one. Did I flip that one?
No, you didn't.
Okay. 7 successes then.
Wow, you just succeeded. You get her in a bind. Alright. And it is Joe's turn
I'm gonna go up to her and use my quantum leech.
to zap all her quantum points.
Yes.
Alright, you go up there and you eat 10 of her quantum points. Alright, and like it absorbs out of her as energy. And it's Ty's turn.
Just hit me.
What?
I'm holding her. Just hit me.
Pancake him again.
Summon up a bunch of the rocks from the ground around my fist and just use blast point blank.
Alright, you're gonna do point blank blast. Alright, roll Dex plus your power to hit. She can't dodge. That's one way to deal with a Mega Dex character.
Grapple.
Yeah.
2 successes.
2 successes. Alright, that's difficulty 8.
1 success.
1. Good enough. Roll your 17 damage dice, I think is what it is.
Something stupid like that? Yeah.
I have mostly as the support abilities, you guys have just the DPS abilities.
Right.
Eventually they'll...
Technically, every
Yeah.
single point that I do is just technically half damage, but
At a certain point, it'll become full damage.
$11.
11. I forgot the roller soap. 11. Yeah, she's dead. You just break her apart. It's pretty sad.
Really wanted to do this, but it was hard to do it with on the turns. I wanted to see whether if she was basically under control or basically it was drug manipulation.
No, she agrees with Mr. 100. And after you beat her up, you hear a bunch of guns above you cock and aim down at you from the rooftops of the warehouse, and that's where we're going to end for tonight. we'll have to finish the fight next time because we're out of time.
I was just
unfortunately.
hoping that you'd knock her out, not kill her, but alright.
Were you trying to just knock her out?
At this point, I really don't think that Alan Sattler would care.
All right.
Oops, too much power.
Cool. So
No, it's not even a thing of like too much power. Alan Sattler just would not care at that point.
All right. For completing an episode, I give everybody a one experience point. I'll give Ty an extra experience point for surviving something catastrophic, and give Gregory, Joe's character, 2 experience points for saving an ally. I'm gonna give Evan 2 experience points just for being a good sport when NPC just basically exposed the major plot point about your character.
We actually became best friends during that night.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the ultimate tag team, we even have a secret handshake.
And I'm gonna give Austin 3 experience points for role playing.
Oh, damn. Oh, thank you.
No problem.
So,
All right.
Even though it
So,
was
any questions about what happened in today's session?
no.
No, not whatsoever.
All right, cool. Well,
I'm
for
liking
those watching, I'm glad to have you guys have watched, and I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll have to pick up on this cliffhanger ending next time on Brave Yet Stupid. You can catch us every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. here at Twitch TV/Brave Yet Stupid. If you missed this episode or want to rewatch part of it, check out our Twitter at Brave Yet for all our past episodes. And check out our Facebook page for all our past episodes. And you can also you can also email us at braveyetstupid@gmail.com. If you like our intro and outro music, you can find it at soundcloud.com/James Shibe. That's James SHAIEB. That's me. And be sure, if you're interested in Magic the Gathering, be sure to check out our sister podcast, Move to Combat, which can be found at twitch.tv/Move to Combat every Wednesday at 8. Is it 8 o'clock? Yeah, every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. And you can check out Move to Combat at 2_combat for our past episodes of that podcast. So thank everybody for watching and listening, and we'll see you later. Cool. Oh, the mics are still on. All right.